What did the five fingers say to the face? What? Slap!
Like, I get it. Like, I really, honestly, I do get it. I get that.
It feels good, I guess, for them to do it. To be able to say you're performing or...
Yeah, but it's like,
it's
like you're not going anywhere, man.
You're not progressing, man.
Because it's like the bar that's right here, up here at the, near the studio. It just, your crowd just happened to be a bunch of drunk people. And the same drunk people that go there every Saturday, and you just happen to perform there. And it's just like, they're not really paying attention. But you book there the next, like, 5-6 Saturdays, you start knowing people by name. Is that really what you want to do with your long-term fame? Is know the same 50 people?
Especially when the 50 people, it's not really benefiting you.
Right? It's just like they come.
And I mean, they would be there regardless if you came or not.
Exactly.
Too, so it's not even like you're headlining the show or anything.
Yeah.
They just like, oh, like he plays at the bar sometimes.
Yeah.
They're not. I don't think they're up there asking for their Instagram. Like, you on TikTok? Even though, like, everybody goes to that pub over there is like, has to be like early 40s. So they're not the type of crowd that you would be like, yo, post this for likes. And then the camera's all shaky when they're trying to record it. Oh, grandma had her third martini.
Like, cause if you notice, are any of these people trying to do college circuits around here?
Not anymore. I feel like that's like a 2018 thing.
Is that even a thing anymore?
I think COVID fucked that really all up. But then now the people that do college stuff now, with the way the industry is now, to do college tours, I feel like the only people that would try to do college tours are off-brand TikTok people. Like, and everything be headlined. Here's that. It like coming to TikTok sensations coming. Is that dude? Imagine going cosplay on the show with a dude that just points at shit. Like, nobody's coming to see that.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't say not a damn word. He just goes there and just randomly points, and then you realize this is stupid, right? They would say that. I hope someone would say that.
It all depends who's there for the show, man.
Would you say? Would you say that? Would you go?
No.
To the pointing performance, no. I wouldn't. Probably wouldn't be making it to the pointing performance.
Like, not even out of like just for fun to see people show. You just went like.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'm not even gonna lie.
And then take it to the next level, right? It's him. Like, he's like the opening act for the, like, some random TikTok star that sung one song. But you only know that one song, and they come to perform like 5. And you're like, what the fuck is this shit? Cause you sung the one funny song first, right? They got famous on TikTok because they talked about Barbie's head getting blown up, right? And like, rap that song. That song is so fucking hard. Then you go up there and talk about, yeah, this is dedicated to my grandma that died 3 years ago. And they're like, what the fuck is this shit? We thought you were funny. We come up here with emotions and fucking trauma. I'm like, nobody came for this. We came to get turned. That's my rant. I'm a kid of great.
So, what would you recommend an artist do to actually try to make money off their craft?
Sell it with merch. people like wearing shit. People like
Artists?
t-shirts. People like stickers, even little things like that. Also, people like and you can do it the slick way now, the TikTok way, where people are not technically purchasing anything. So you make a song called "Blow Up Barbie's Heads." Everybody's they're taking the clip from your track and they're blowing up Barbie's heads, and you still get money from your song.
The viral play. Okay.
The viral play.
Yeah.
So they're not spending any money only on Barbies, and then they're like, the Barbie people are like, oh, we have to increase the sale this month. Let's do what we did last month, and but it's all because somebody made a song called "Blowing Up Barbie's Head."
Yeah, make up a cool dance.
Yeah.
See, I never been an artist before, but I think, what would you think is the first way any artist, either local or big time, what do you think they get their first? They make their first money from rapping or anything from
Merch. It has to be from merch.
I would think it would. Well, I would say like features, maybe getting on somebody
It all
else.
depends on who they know. That's what it all depends on right there.
I would say features, and then I think it would be merch.
I mean, I guess, but okay. Say I'm like, all right, Dre, I need a feature. Let me pay you $350 for the feature. Right? I never released a song. It doesn't get fucking played.
Yeah.
Like, so he just made $350.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like any amount of money, I think that would be the first way they would make money.
And that's if they're good. I mean, that's if they're good.
Yeah.
That or performing.
Maybe.
Where, though?
And even I could be wrong there. I'm probably am wrong there because that takes a while to build up. So I mean, I'll say performing as far as recognition wise.
I say, but you have to have a product. If you put your face with the product, I feel like that's the way. Well, okay, but then you're saying they're not doing that. That's the thing. So say, for example, you put out a new soda product or something like a soda, fake vegan soda. I don't know. Is soda vegan? I don't know. Let's pretend it is now. There's a choice for it, and then they go on and they make a hot song about that soda. Now they're always associated with that soda. Now they're selling soda and possibly music. And you always say, "Hey, win the buy this soda, and the chance to win this free for me." And then you start getting that buzz like that because you're offering something. And they put more money into it, and it's like, oh, so and so's having another competition, but also like they're selling. Oh, they got a new product out, and then and then you just incorporate your music.
I think it's
What other
tough
stuff?
sledding either way because like,
Bless you.
I think 50 had it tough with vitamin water. And remember years ago when Nelly tried to do was it pimp juice?
Oh, yeah, that was a real thing, huh?
Yeah, tough either way.
That was a fucking thing.
Pimp juice.
Bless you. Oh man, that was a fucking thing.
Early 2000.
Did anybody taste it? Anybody have
I
some?
heard it was similar to like, from what I heard people say, it was similar to like a V8. It was a non-alcoholic beverage. It was also like a fruit drink. Cause he wanted it to be.
So he wanted that thing where he can take it, kids can take it to school, and he's probably getting in trouble on it because it says pimp on it.
Yeah. So, it was
And
pimp
so they can
juice.
think it's cool.
Yeah, it was like apple juice and shit like that. It was nothing.
I don't know. Like I said before, though, like the person that's doing it right is Master P with Rap Snacks.
Yeah.
That snacks, that's like the number one thing that everybody loves. Snacks in the studio, snacks in the car, snacks when you're being a rapper. You know.
Okay. All right. Welcome back to an LLCs podcast. My name is Dre. I'm one of your hosts today, and I have a few guests with me. We got Antwon over here, and we got Kia over here back once again.
Yo, yo.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Absolutely.
And first of all, we want to say thank you all for being a part of this experience in the morning, noon, and night, whenever you listen to hearing this. And we appreciate you once again on this new episode, and we're going to go through our list. But first, lucrative tip of the day. If you're at a club or you're at a night spot, make sure you know where the towing zones are. Because if you don't, you might have to pay $250 by the end of the night if you have a ride to get there. And you might have to wait till the morning if you don't have a ride to get there.
Sounds so personal.
It is. It really is, man. It's, we'll talk about that another day. But
Yeah, but I bet you like $100 right now, you will not ever get towed again.
oh, of course.
Unless you have a flat tire or your car breaks down. That's the only time you're gonna need a tow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You would not get because of parking violations. You would never have that shit happen to you.
Jeez, that was, as they say, last night was a movie. Last night was a whole cinematography. It was a 3-part series, damn near. But in hindsight, some great things came out of that. Got my motivation back, got my mind back right. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, you have to make up for that $250 you just spent.
Yeah, but also you also I'll say this: you learn a lot when you have to do something, and you decide to do it, and you're determined to do it. No matter, and you know what you did, and you know you just got to deal with it and the consequences of your actions, and you have to just deal with that outcome and just do the journey that you're set to do, and just keep going until whatever happens next. So.
I mean, that's true. Money would still definitely be my motivation. I just like $250. I have to find a way to get that back fast.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's a fucking dent.
Yeah, that's not a cool one. I got it back almost all the way. So that's a good thing. So.
Yeah. Still, now you have to double it though.
Yeah.
Because you have to double it because you have to make up for what you lost and then what you got to remake. So
You never really, I guess when you lose money, I guess accumulate it back because it's still a loss.
yeah,
Because if you had it, it still would have been more.
Exactly.
you still will always had almost $250 more at one point.
That's the part that's trash.
That is fucking trash. But imagine you being rich and you lost $25 million.
That hurts. That hurts.
Like somebody getting shot. Real talk.
What was it? Like the NFL player, what did he bet $1,500 on a game and he lost $11 million coming up next season?
Yeesh.
What? Wait, he put a bet down?
Yeah, he was betting on NFL games. He's an actual player, and I think he bet on either one of his games that they were going to win or they were going to lose or something. I can't remember. And the league found out about it, so he bet $1,500 on it, but he got suspended for all of next season. It's going to cost him $11 million.
That's crazy. Like that, was it last year? Was it last year or the year before? The dude that had like 100 and some odd contract for the NBA, and he tried to negotiate, and then he couldn't get no more than like 13 million.
Talking about, I think he's talking about Schroeder. Oh, he had a 4-year, $84 million deal.
Yeah, something like that.
He thought he was gonna get more, and I think he ended up signing like 1 year, $2.5 million.
Yeah, so like
And life comes at you fast, man.
that betting shit. Just sometimes you just have to take the first one.
Yeah.
And you'll negotiate the money, because the money sounded good. You negotiate the terms.
Yeah, he was crazy anyway. He wasn't even like that.
Yeah, he wasn't all that good. However, though, let's get to some people that are actually good at what they do. Some more than others, obviously, but we are now going to go to our first set of the 2.5 LLCs podcast Hip Hop March Madness Tournament. Now, does everybody have the list pulled up on their phone?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I want to start with Region E or Region M.
I'll go ahead E, because I know more people on this one.
All right.
Oh, that's the tough one.
All right.
That's gonna be controversial from the jump.
First come first. Jay-Z versus Fabulous.
Jay-Z.
How are we basing this off? How are you basing this on?
So how I came up with the list was overall impact, quality, discography, lyricism, song making ability.
Overall likability has to be in there too. It has to be, because if you go by
Popularity. Yeah, that's pretty much the criteria right there.
So you really think Fabulous is more popular than Jay-Z?
No,
Why didn't you put those two together?
that's how the seating went. Oh, you need to see the seating too. So let me get a backstory on how that even happened in the first place. So hold on.
Bless you.
Shout out to allergies.
Allergies suck.
Yeah, you need to see the list as well.
Bless you.
Yeah, this might be a tough podcast for me.
You gotta get that. Was it Claritin? So.
Get a nasal spray.
Bless you. My sister, she used to have real bad allergies. She used to have that Flonase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And bruh, you can smell that Flonase from the other side of the house.
Oh yeah, I got that shit. It is like that though.
It's like
It is
why
like
am
that.
I smelling your medicine?
Yeah, it is like that.
And now it's like those allergies went away, and now I got these weird allergies where, bless you, where my eyes can't stop watering.
Mm-hmm.
That hay fever. That's what my dad has.
It's just not.
I
It's
just get a fucking headache and my throat get dry. It's ridiculous.
bless you.
Yeah, I'm probably doing the rest of the show like this. So if y'all can't hear me that well, I apologize in advance.
Who Jadakiss going up again?
Jadakiss
Versus Drake? Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's next. That's two. So yeah, it's the next conversation.
All right, so Jay-Z and Fabulous. If I'm going for all around package, I'm gonna say Jay-Z.
What would it take for you to pick Fabulous? Like, is there?
Like he only does he only has one job. That's I feel like what Fabulous does. Fabulous' job is to rap. That's what I feel like. That's it. I mean, he might do some other stuff, but I'm not as interested.
Probably fashion.
He doesn't make headlines.
Fashion.
Like, so, I mean, Jay-Z does fashion too. He did fashion. He did it like a high class fashion. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
So it's like Fabulous. I mean, if
It's tough because I actually like Fabulous, but
Fabulous is for the streets, man.
Jay-Z's a different.
Jay-Z's the one that you like. You take home and be like, your mom be like, not bad, not bad, not bad. He got money, right? Okay, not bad. You lucky saves. He lucky responsible. Fabulous. He look like he's always there for a good time, not a long time. There's nothing wrong with that, though. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's a Drake line too.
Oh, for Fabulous? About Fabulous?
Nah.
Oh, just in general?
Yeah, just in general. Yeah, I'm here.
Well, I feel the same way about Drake. So,
Gotcha.
I think we can all agree that Jay-Z probably beats out Fabulous.
Yeah, Jay-Z wins that. Jay-Z wins that.
That's
He's
the
going
one
to the
seed.
next round.
Yeah. So next up is two.
well, are we going just down the thing, or are we going
down? Or you want to go to
Yeah, let's just go straight down.
straight down? All right.
Yeah.
so Method and Busta? Method Man versus Busta Rhymes.
It's actually good. It's three people too.
Exactly.
Now, I'm taking that whole career. When I'm thinking about these two, I'm gonna have to say Method. I'm gonna have to say Method. I think he's actually one of the greatest artists, one of the greatest rappers. Let me say that, rappers out there, because he might not have the catalog, right? But he's definitely quality over quantity to me. He always been that way. Now, with Busta Rhymes though, he's an all-out to me entertainer. He seemed like a very he's just a funny guy. He's entertaining. Like, you actually will feel safe around him. Like, you'll be okay. If y'all have to sleep in the same house, he's not gonna bother you.
Busta.
Like, and like, we'll go out partying. We'll have a lot of stories to tell. Every night, it'll be an adventure. With Meth, I feel like things are gonna get done though.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be like a lot of fucking around. It's gonna be done, and there's gonna be a plan. That's how I feel with him.
I'll let you go next.
I like Meth. I really do like Meth, especially Blackout 1 and 2. 2 was amazing, by the way. However, I don't listen to any of Meth Solo's projects ever. I never listened to a Method Man solo project.
I have. It was not that bad.
True indeed, and when I came across them, they weren't bad. I just didn't go back to it. I know how legendary he is, especially the Wu-Tang. But he's not my favorite member in Wu-Tang either. Raekwon and Ghostface are my two favorites.
Interesting.
So, and Busta Rhymes, I've listened to more of his music, and And from just off of what I know and haven't been through, in my opinion, Busta has a better catalog than Method Man exchanged for a few albums, maybe.
I agree. I say Busta's music as a whole is better than Method's. I think Method is better methodically writing his shit than Busta. Busta, he has the thing with Busta is though the thing that he's known for is having crazy cadences
and theatrics.
He's like another version. He like the rapping, like straight rapping version of T-Pain, like with his theatrics. To me, personally, so he always gonna put on the show. He's like almost like an East Coast Snoop Dogg. Like you see Busta, you know it's Busta.
I'll tell you why I'm picking Busta though.
Okay.
Method Man took a back seat to music.
He did.
Busta did not. He may have had some struggle projects in between, and he's also another one of the older rappers who actually put out a good album as they got older as well. With the recent joint he dropped, Extinction Level Event 2. So that's the reason I'm picking Busta over Meth, personally.
I understand that. Just feel like.
So you said Method Man. You said.
I said Busta, yeah.
I'm going Busta. I'm going. I
tried Meth, man. You're my dog.
It's tough though, cause
I'm also going with this one, and I think Method Man's hot as fuck. So that's also. I really didn't have no say. What's the first two? Jay-Z and Fabulous. I'm not attracted to either one of them really. If I had to be attracted to any of them, it would be Jay-Z, just for the money business sense. Being like a man, adult, rich man. I don't know. It's kind of hot, I guess, and not in like a gold diggery kind of way. But I respect that shit. He knows how to flip money. Like, I can give him $15. He'll give me $1,500 back. If I get Fabulous $15, he gonna say, "What the fuck is this for?" my features cost alone $15,000. Yeah. Like you drop a couple of like zeros, like try again, little one. Then he'll make a diss track about me saying this bitch trying to give me 15. I ain't even let her give me a blowjob. That would be like a fucking line that he'll put in there. And then I'll feel some type of way because he's talking about me. Because I gave him $15. It wasn't even that serious, fam. Now you say that you didn't even offer me to give you a blowjob for $15. That's wild, right? Think about that. So I'm all offended, and this hasn't even happened yet.
That's crazy.
So, Busta. I mean, you win. You got bangers. Yeah, I ain't gonna. I think Method's is better on the pen.
As far as impact on the game, both of them have. I believe it's about equal. If you give Method Man an edge, I'm not gonna argue that because he's with arguably the best hip hop group of all time, and he's one of the most notable and to some people greatest members in the group. So, and he does what he does on his own too.
Exactly.
So.
Taking that entrepreneurship to turn also into acting, it's fucking hot to me. And he's good at it. I mean, if Busta Rhymes acted, maybe. I don't know. And if he did. The thing is with Busta Rhymes, like, if you put him in a situation where he's in this, like, scene, it's just Busta Rhymes. Kind of like LL Cool J. Like, I don't care what anybody says. LL Cool J, you put LL Cool J in the movie, he's playing LL Cool J. Yeah. Right? You're like, oh, LL Cool J. You'll say, oh my God, you did so great as Jared. Like, LL Cool J, I like you in that one chick flick.
In Too Deep is an underrated LL Cool J film, though, I will say that.
Too Deep.
That's the shark one, right?
Nah, that's Deep Blue Sea.
Oh. What's In Too Deep? Who's in Too Deep?
It was one when he was the drug lord. It was that one. And Omar Epps was the cop, a.k.a. Jay Reed.
I think I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good LL Cool J act because he's playing a bad guy. Something he doesn't do too often is acting.
He's one of those. He like the black version of The Rock. There's Rock is still technically black, right? He like it's kind of. I mean, because you know, The Rock, he plays The Rock. He played Dwayne The Rock Johnson, right? You're not saying, oh my God, you did so well as Curtis. I mean, it's the same thing. You put him in there and you watch the movie because it had the fucking rock in it. He gonna do something cool like pick up a rock or boulder in that case, or punch a mountain. He gonna do something cool, right? That's why you watch. Or am I alone?
No, you're right. It's kind of like Samuel Jackson. No matter what he does or what wig they put on him or whatever, it's just he's Samuel Jackson.
No matter how much makeup they try to make him look young,
Yeah,
it's Samuel Jackson with a gun and cussing out somebody.
Yeah.
Man, how many Samuel Jackson's movies does he not have a gun? Or a weapon of choice?
Black Snake Mo. He ain't have a gun in that.
I was gonna
But
say
did he have like a
Soul
whip?
Man, but-
Did he have like ropes? Did he tie that bitch up?
Yeah,
What, you crazy?
He chained up.
He had chains. He put a bitch in some chains. That's a whole lot still a weapon because that's what he always using some form of manipulation.
I'll give you that.
So, see, like Morgan Freeman, he plays God and the narrator.
Prison accomplice.
Yeah, that plays like some other kind of
And
wise old man.
forever though.
Yeah, like then he played the president. I feel like he played like the president once. Like
School
he's
teacher.
yeah. He's like bouncing around a little bit. Samuel Jackson's always playing the badass. So.
Yeah.
But he's not on this list. So next one.
Yeah. 50 Cent versus Redman.
Better artist.
That's tough though.
That is a tough one.
Cause I feel like you're wrestling with like lyrics and commercial popularity.
Which they both had.
But 50 probably had it at a higher peak, though.
Yeah, but still, they both had, bro. People sleeping on what Redman accomplished in his career, though.
Yeah, but I think talking about commercial has to be 50.
I'm gonna have to say 50. It's the Method Man, and who is it? Yeah, like Method Man, Busta Rhymes kind of situation in that same situation right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say just cause that. Right. But then if I'm gonna pick somebody, I'm gonna do what y'all did for Busta. I'm gonna pick 50.
Yeah. Yeah. That album did go diamond.
50 has bullied people out of music.
Shout out to Ja Rule.
He done that.
He was not always on time for that one, sir.
He wasn't. And then just like 50, he's practically he's a brand in the black community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to have the whole black community kind of like know who you are, like that, no matter the age, I feel like it has to be 50.
Yeah. That's simple enough.
Yeah.
So we get
Biggie versus Lil' Kim.
Which is a fucking weird ass matchup by itself.
it's a B.I.G. and
I think we all know who has to win this one just by default.
Like almost I don't even want to vote because it's almost not fair. No, because for two reasons it's not fair really on both sides. For me at least. So Biggie, I knew of him but didn't really listen to him till I got older. He does not have enough material. I don't care how many times you remix a fucking song. He doesn't. He literally has 2.5 albums.
Valid claim.
He can't do any more.
Valid claim.
So how do you really judge somebody that only has a few albums versus somebody that's been constantly getting better over their career over a decade?
So do you think he's a top 5 rapper of all time?
this is the point where things get split, because you have to say, if you say the top 5 rappers of all time based off of 32 songs, that's wild.
I mean, that's what I say. I don't think he is.
That's wild. And then somebody like Jay-Z, he's been doing it now, what, 25 years now? And this man literally had hundreds of songs, and he's literally, you watch him be better, get worse, get better, get better, get better, get better. Now he will always go up. Biggie would never, ever, unfortunately, get better, because he's dead.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, Lil' Kim, with female rappers, it's like I have to judge them more harshly, because I want them to be great. I want them to be better than the men. So when they don't be better than the men, it's quite disappointing. And then I have to think about all her next early production, a lot of stuff like that. Biggie, since he died, he only had to deal with Diddy for like 2 albums. So he had to deal with Diddy for a whole 5 years maybe.
Pretty much, yeah, 5
years. Lil' Kim had to deal with Diddy for about 15 plus, right? So that's at least 4 Lil' Kim albums with a Diddy feature in it. So, does Lil' Kim or whoever write for Lil' Kim, because that's always been the thing too, does her team have bars? Sometimes. Has she made some commercial bops? Absolutely. Would you always compare her against Foxy Brown? I mean, you have to. They came up at the same time. It's her, Foxy Brown, then a couple of years later, Trina came on the scene or whatever. But then there's Missy Elliott, who was around, but she's in a different ball game altogether. And then also Lil' Kim had done a lot of stuff with Missy and all that kind of stuff. Missy wrote for her and yada yada yada. So I am torn, because this is not technically fair. But if I'm gonna have to go out with content, I'm gonna have to say Lil' Kim. Because when she was commercially popping, I was woman matured enough to understand why I should relate to her shit. Biggie literally does stuff. He made a couple of songs for the women, but a lot of his shit was for the streets. So I couldn't relate. Lil' Kim did talk about some street shit, but she has some other shit that I could relate to as a woman. So I'm going to naturally go over to somebody that I'm going to feel more comfortable with. So that's why I'm split. And I'll have to say Lil' Kim. I'm going to say Lil' Kim.
Also, her opponent did write some of her stuff too.
I mean, that I said her team.
Technically, you could say without the person above, there is no Lil' Kim.
I mean, that's like the big pun and fat joke. But we'll get to that soon.
Yeah. All right.
I guess B.I.G. man. I don't usually vote for him for any other reason, but I don't.
Because it's Lil' Kim.
Yes.
I mean, if it was somebody else, I'm telling you, it would be a lot easier to pick.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to pick him.
Like if it was B.I.G. and 50 Cent, what would you say?
We'll get to that if we get to that.
Because
we'll get to that if we had to get to that.
No, if you say you have to put Biggie with Nipsey, that's who you have to put together.
Yeah, so
because they have the same type of career. To me,
actually, no. Nipsey has way more projects than Biggie.
That's the thing though. Like
Nipsey only has one official album, but he has a lot more projects than Biggie.
So how would you vote that though? Because that can't happen. So we can actually, I guess, put that in the context of how that.
All right, then you say who had the bigger impact? Who's the better MC? Who has the better stamp on the culture of hip hop?
But who holds? But you also say who holds that stamp of the culture higher, the old heads or the young folks?
Very true.
So it's always going to be like it's a weird divide, but they in the same kind of situation. Even though technically Nipsey was in a better area where he can make music a whole lot faster. Biggie, he had the disadvantage because he was doing this in 94 to 96 when he died? 93,
97.
97 when he died? Yeah, Pac died in 96,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, 97. So even though he could make the music all the time, but it was much more expensive. Much more time consuming to get things done. Like Nipsey doing mixtapes, studio time is now way under $100 an hour. They're not doing tape with Nipsey, so he could put out more material. But he still had the same type of lifespan, and he influenced a different type of generation. Biggie influenced another generation. And I don't believe half the kids that come in here and say Biggie's my favorite artist. Bitch, you weren't even alive. I'm sorry. If you weren't alive when he was dead, don't come with that shit, bro. Cause you don't get you see all the old stuff or whatever. And then back then, it's like you read the news of like daily things they did. Right, it would take days to get reaction and all that kind of stuff because now everything's instant. Like the whole Kanye situation, this feel like a never-ending loophole, everyday kind of thing. Why is this happening? It's too much. Something new every hour, and
Kanye
we get
for
it.
president.
It feel like it just nonstop in the span of fucking 2 months, and nothing but Kanye nonsense. To get the same amount of stuff from Biggie back in the day, year and a half.
Yeah.
Different time period. I understand what you're saying. Different time periods as well, because the buffer was much larger. Nas took about damn near a year to respond to Jay-Z, or it was like some months or something like that with Ether.
Yeah, felt like Jay-Z sent a carrier pigeon to Nas, and then Nas sent one back. The pigeon got lost. It's just like, why is it taking so long? Now, people will literally hear this track.
Yeah, 24 hours or less.
25 hours or less. You don't respond, you're irrelevant now.
You're trash. You lost. You're garbage.
You're garbage. You're nothing. You let them punk you.
You got bodied.
Yeah, that's it. It's over.
By a singer.
Mm-hmm. Back then, when they were beefing, months. It was like an Olympics kind of style kind of joint, maybe. So.
Yeah.
So
just saying.
Who would you say would you lean more towards between Nipsey and Biggie if you had to choose if they were?
See, with that is, I would have to lean towards Nipsey because of the information we got about him in so much little time. Because, because I thought about this before. Like, when people die, like, people get murdered or something like that, you get to learn about their whole, lifespan in maybe 2 hours. 2 hours shows all the fucking highlights. And what happened if none of the highlights are good? So, all of Biggie's highlights, release the album, I don't know, he gets shot, then beef with Tupac a little bit. That lasts the whole couple of years they were both rapping and alive and shit like that. But that's it. It's like those are his huge, to me, his big old highlights. You don't hear about the baby. Does walk around the diaper, gets commercial success, shoots motherfucking Walmart, shoots 2 more people, gets somebody pregnant, gets canceled, fights at the bowling alley.
Yeah, I would choose Nipsey
because Nipsey was working with the community. He opened up a store. He was working to make the area safer. He was trying to get gangs to be different. He was trying to teach the young folks now not to be like him. This is how you can be. like, or don't be like the streets are not the only thing you can have to do, kind of thing. It was easier to get interviews back in the day because now than back in the day.
Basically, he was correcting stuff that Biggie was partially influencing.
Him too. Nipsey as well.
Nipsey was not necessarily.
Always, you know why I say he was. He may not overtly glorify his music like Biggie did, but he still was a part of the issue. He was not saying he wasn't trying to correct it, which he was. Don't get me wrong, but just like Jay-Z said, he's trying to correct his wrongs with doing this stuff on his later albums. Nipsey and both of them were still a part of the issue. Not saying people can't grow, but people always have to look at the ones that are accounting for the destruction.
What we were saying on Biggie's last album, was he correcting at that point?
All right, I get what you're saying, but
because that's where he left it.
Well, was he going to over time? We can't answer that.
Yeah, we definitely can't answer that because
that's where the issue comes in with these conversations.
I think because I don't think there would be a lot of the people that we have now. I don't think they would be around, honestly.
If it wasn't for that,
I hate to say, natural selection, where how it played out, but it just like maybe Biggie. He died so all these other people can have these kind of places.
Jay-Z could be one of them.
Could have been, yeah. Jay-Z probably would not have been as big if Biggie was still around. Biggie and Diddy would probably be in Jay-Z's situation.
And Biggie was also planning to leave Diddy too. That's what the rumors were saying.
I don't know. It's tough to say Biggie and Jay-Z, because again, he died in what, 97?
97, March 97.
Jay-Z really kept
First
going
album
until when did Jay-Z really stop? 2000.
02, 03 is when the Black Album dropped, I believe.
Like when did he stop? Like, because I think
03?
American Gangster came out in 08.
It was 03. That's when his first retirement came, like 03.
American Gangster came out in 03?
No, the Black Album. When he first retired, that was the Black Album around 03.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
American Gangster 07, 08.
It's like 08.
There. And then Kingdom Come came out 05. That's when he came back.
Yeah, he's better than Biggie. Yeah.
But I say the same thing with the Leah and Beyonce situation too. So
I don't think a lot of people are gonna argue with that one.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it's like you have to take every opportunity that you can, too, at the same time.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Next one. Wait. So we said.
Well,
Biggie won?
Yeah,
okay.
Biggie's going on to the next round.
So what we got next?
Big L and Rakim.
I'll go first because I don't really know Big L. So
I honestly don't know neither of them that well. I've heard maybe more Big L songs than I have Rakim, and Rakim been out a whole lot longer, so that shows he's still alive. So.
Hey.
So it's not the sound that I rock with.
Because I would say, if you say Big L, I would say Rakim. So
I would say
whatever you say would be the winner, because I don't really.
Yeah, I guess Rakim would win by default, personally to me, because Big L died first album.
Yeah, he had 2 albums came out, but I believe he died he died before the second one dropped.
Yeah, so yeah.
But I personally think Big L's better than Rakim, but you said Rakim, right?
I say Rakim just by default because
gotcha, yeah. So all right, Big L's getting out of there.
All right.
We got next.
Naz and Remy Ma. 2 completely different classes. And the woman thing comes back. And also, don't really care for Remy Ma, actually. I don't know one song from her, and it's only part of a song, and it's just conceited. Yes. And it's just the first 2 lines that didn't rhyme that really got me. What is it? I even can't remember how it goes, but the penthouse joint. Not me, because I stay in the penthouse.
My window Who was that peeping in the window?
Yeah.
Nobody, because I was sleeping in the penthouse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Who's that looking in my window? No one, because I live in the penthouse. Like, bro, that don't even rhyme.
Yeah.
You're just talking.
Yeah.
Well, that's what conceited people do. They just talk, so it made sense.
I mean, I guess so, but I was so mad that it didn't rhyme that's the only thing I could focus on. I can't remember the rest of the song. Not me, because I live in that penthouse. Now I'm going to have to fucking listen to that song on the way home.
It was awful, though.
It
Now that I'm
was,
thinking about it, it had to be her worst verse ever.
Because that was the hits. Usually the hits fall like that.
I mean, how did she? I forgot. She was in what?
She was with Big Pun. That's how she got in the game. Big Pun was about to sign or assign her, but then after he died, they all kind of went away. Then she hid for a while. Then she jumped back on the scene with Fat Joe.
Okay, so she jumped on the Fat Joe song. She was on Lean Back, right? That's
Yeah,
why.
she was
Okay,
on
so
Lean Back,
that the 2000s was a funny era. All you had to do is get one feature, and then everybody thought you were ready for your commercial song.
Fair point.
Just like, and then like your commercial song like sucked ass. It was always just so weird. It's like, bruh, just, and then you kill the feature because I think she had the best verse on Lean Back, right? I really don't care for the song. I just listen for the chorus.
Maybe.
Like, so saying that she was already sounds better than Fat Joe and he's already doing it commercially, and they're like, she's hard, let's get her own track, and then that track be fucking garbage. And it's like, come on. And like, it's just like, I hate when the ladies do that shit too, bro. They get on a guy's song, they body the fucking song. They're like the best part of the fucking song. Then they get on their own track, and it's like, what is this garbage? Because I feel like that happened with Shauna too. I feel like every time Shauna's on the track with like Luther or something like that, if she gets a chance to be on the track, she fucking bodies her verses. Her verses, like, I think because I feel like maybe she's competing with herself in her own songs that she can't really be better than. She needs that fucking competition. So, like, when I first heard her on the What's Your Fantasy with Ludacris, body the verse, body that verse, and body the remix, and it's like every time she was up on the Luda project, I was like, my bitch, yo. But then you get to her solo shit, and it's like, what's going on here? It's like they jump straight into the Meg Thee Stallion stage where everything just sounds like meh.
Dang.
I mean,
So Meg is a man already?
no, she's meh. No, she's like meh, just meh.
Oh.
She's just always been constantly meh.
I'll say when she first came out, she wasn't meh. After when her first official album dropped, I'll say after that and on became meh.
Just meh. She doesn't say anything exciting.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, she says stuff that people are. It's like,
So what about Cardi?
huh?
What about Cardi?
Well, Cardi. Wait, hold on. Let's go back to Meg real quick first. Let me finish Meg. Meg is one of those people. It's like y'all seen it like on TikTok when people just steal other people's shit and then they make it into something more urban, so it sounds cooler. That's what Meg does. That's what she does to me. She says shit that people always say, and she happened to put it in the rap, and they're like, she's saying something. It's already been said, and that she's not saying anything new. She's just saying it maybe in a cooler way.
You say like she prophesied.
Yeah, but I guess it's one of those things. If you believe it, you can achieve it. She went all R. Kelly with them, so she's like, if I say with so much fucking confidence, they'll believe that I made that shit up. Or am I just in the Twilight Zone? She's just Megan Thee Stallion is nothing but Instagram post in rap form. Because that's what Taylor Swift is.
Oh shit!
Megan Thee Stallion is our black Taylor Swift. Like, prove me wrong.
She ain't coming back here no more.
I mean, no, do your thing, boo. You're doing a lot of things. So I'm not hating on it. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm allowed to have this kind of opinion. Your music's not made for me, honestly. I don't do hot girl summer shit, thought girl summer shit, thotty body, whatever you fucking do. I don't fucking do that. I don't have your fucking knees. I wish I had your fucking knees, because when I've been down, man, sometimes I can't get up, and I live by myself. So I just roll on my back and just lay there. But where we're at?
Naz versus Remy Ma.
Okay. Oh, we're on that. Oh, okay. Naz. All that to say Naz. Is nigga down on this list?
Nah, she got kicked out.
Oh, see? She couldn't even make it to the list.
Where is she from anyway?
Houston, apparently.
Yeah. Texas.
The only reason I say apparently because I don't have all confirmation, so I don't know exactly.
Sure.
But Antwon also asked, "What do you think about Cardi?"
Oh, Cardi.
Oh, so who would you rather listen to?
She's like, I'd rather listen to Cardi before Megan.
Really?
Yeah, Cardi can really rap, man.
Like, Cardi can rap, her team can, whoever can rap. Like, I don't know. I mean, let me tell you this though. I don't think it's a bad thing that she has people. I mean, imagine how much fucking time you fucking save if somebody else write your shit while you doing other entrepreneur shit.
Yeah. And she's a parent, so.
And she's a parent, and she does other things, and she's like, she's fucking cool as hell too to me. She just seems fun to be around. She seems like, I mean, truly, I've never watched really any Megan Thee Stallion stuff, so I can't really say. But it's just like, just what the vibe, the stuff that she gives off in her music alone. It's like, they're not the type of females I hang out with anyway. It's like, from going to the club, getting ratchet, that sounds like a lot of work. And I feel like I have to be at bed by 11, hanging out with them. Like, ooh, they're like, okay, we'll go out, we'll leave the house at 10. Damn, I done took my bra off and everything. Where you going out? Like, I have to work in the morning. Like, y'all want to go to work with a hangover? Y'all troopers. I'm too old for that shit, bro. But that's just me.
All right. Big Pun versus DMX. It's DMX.
Oh, man. I have to pick DMX.
It has to be DMX.
Only because Big Pun died. If Pun didn't die, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation.
And his second album probably would have been better. Probably be a different conversation for sure.
Then what conversation? Is he better than DMX?
Yeah.
I mean, because the thing is, DMX's first 3 albums are fucking legit.
True indeed.
Like, Big Pun's first album is fucking legit.
Second album, not so much.
Yeah, not so much. Mostly because they feel like they had to do the Juice WRLD, Juice WRLD and what's the other guy from Pop Smoke kind of thing, where they had to finish it up post-mortem, whatever they call it, posthumous albums or whatever.
Posthumous.
Yeah, so it's like, because they died, none of the soul, their whole soul is not in that album. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Your soul goes in that album when you're alive to see that shit drop.
Yeah. 5 number 1 albums. DMX.
He has music for all situations.
5 number 1 albums on crack, mind you.
Like his autobiography was dope. Love how they did writing style with that. He's also a funny northern guy.
Amazing performer too.
I mean, he has that voice, man, just to get you in the mood, man. And he wasn't actually terrible at acting either, so.
Yeah. DMX and all his action movies is actually pretty good sight.
Yeah, it's like, oh. Not like.
He's not trying too hard, but he's trying enough for it to look good.
Yeah. He gave a great performance in Belly. Great.
Yeah. Nas' narration was kind of bad, but.
I mean, you get what you get.
Yeah.
It felt too like Nas. Like, damn, is this a Nas album about to start?
Exactly.
That would feel like a whole Nas album with DMX in it. DMX acting out the good parts.
Every time Nas spoke, I felt like he wrote his parts.
He did. It sounded like a diary entry. It sounded like a very Moesha like like a Doug Funny situation.
Oh,
like their diary.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can only wait for the clips that you put out with this shit, bro. Oh God, I'm gonna try my hardest not to look at the comments if people comment on it.
Oh, ain't no way we not gonna get any comments. Ain't no way. You said Meg Thee Stallion is the black Taylor Swift. That's
crazy.
They coming for you.
She is, bro. Like I mean,
at this point,
y'all didn't say that she was not. Y'all didn't say that she was not.
Yeah.
Y'all did not say you're wrong here. If you would have said that, then it'd be something different.
I don't listen to enough Taylor Swift's music to agree or disagree with that statement.
Taylor Swift is, I'm telling you, you know how you go into like Home and Gardens or some shit, like those little fancy stores where you have to buy a cup and it's like $40 for some reason? And you're like, this is a piece of plastic. Why am I paying $40 for this cup? It says like live, laugh, love. That's what Taylor Swift is. Okay. Meek Thee Stallion is City Trends.
Oh my God. Yeah, she really called her City Trends.
That's what I feel like, man. You're here for a good time, not a long time.
It's basically Meg Thee Stallion and City Trends at Fashion Avenue.
Yeah, Fashion Avenue, City Trends. What's the Fabu? What's the other one? Fashion Nova. It's like, yeah. Like, you seen that, but you're not impressed. I mean, it's cute, but you know you paid $10 for it. Like, it's nothing extraordinary. Like, I mean, I guess maybe if her words like matched up with her actions a little bit more, maybe. But then that'd be so fucking boring too. It's like, if you really think about the shit that she raps about, man, that's some boring ass shit. Getting ratchet with a couple. I mean, nobody has jobs. Why are you talking about Clark? Like, nobody has. You talk about. She literally talked about being a bum, having men give her money to see her. Oh my God. She got no. Like, I never heard her talking about clocking in at Best Buy, how to deal with an insane customer. I mean, it just like, wow. I can't relate because.
Oh, man. Well, let's go to the next slide. Drake versus Jadakiss.
Man.
Obviously, we know what Drake is doing and has done, and we know what Jadakiss has done as well. They both have the similar type of careers, except Jadakiss wasn't obviously a singer, but Jadakiss has some hits that you will remember forever. So does Drake. And they both have catalogs. Drake's is cool. Jadakiss's is okay, from what I've listened to anyway. But obviously, most people may say Drake has a higher peak, but some may say Jadakiss is the better artist. So where are we going?
This is a very tough one for me. All of them have been kind of tough. But this one it's because as a woman, it's like they try to push the light skin narrative on people. So if they were both two light-skinned people, or two even, because they're two different kind of people. Like Jada, he has not. Jada's not ugly, but he's a street dude. Drake puts on makeup. He's like one of those kind of guys, man. He'll get pretty. He'll go get fucking mani petty in a heartbeat.
Yo.
I'm never gonna be able to come back on this show.
Oh my God.
But it's just like I'm going out and getting mimosas with Drake, right? And me and Jada, we won't drive around the scary parts of town, but I'll be okay.
If you on a 5-hour trip and you had to listen to one of the two,
That'd be hard. I'll probably get very upset after a while listening to a bunch of Jadakiss. Everything, because everything's so fucking aggressive.
Say knock yourself out.
He's like, even when he's trying to talk sexy, it's like, why are you being so aggro with me?
Yeah, ma come through with the chrome, going through everywhere, and I hit it in your home.
It's like, so I would have to pick Drake, but I would get so fucking bored. We get it.
I think Drake obviously is more versatile. So I guess if I had to listen to something that long, I would choose Drake.
So that's who you picking?
It's tough, but yeah.
Who you picking? Yeah, who you
Like,
picking?
if you have to say,
Right?
if you add the 5-hour trip to it, if all these were 5-hour trips and who I have to listen to, I would have to listen to Drake.
I had to go with Drake.
Even though he just whines, but it's okay, whatever. I guess, I mean, that's why a lot of females relate with him.
You can just make a playlist of his rap cuts.
I just even feel like but I'll still know that he whines and everything else. Like,
All right. Well,
Who did you choose?
I'll just go with Drake. Only reason I go with Drake is because I grew up in the Drake era.
yeah, and I grew up in the Jada era, so
I got a win to the Jadakiss era. He has fire music, and he probably has better songs that I would like to listen to rather than Drake's, depending on what. But
and also every time Jada, he's a Method Man kind of guy too. When he goes on another person's song, he buys the shit out of the song. He does.
and only problem I have with Jada compared to this list is I haven't messed with his catalogs that well, with his albums that well. That's what I would say.
Yeah. But you also Jadakiss, he's also, you have to be in the fucking mood for real. You was just say, I'm popping that Jadakiss song.
Yeah.
Let me pop in that Jadakiss album.
It's
And
starting
then-
to get like that with Drake though. 'Cause, like,
Yeah,
there's so
it's-
much Drake. in
Yeah,
here. It's
exactly. And
Yeah, I mean-
he's having. I said it. He's having a very slow decline.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
very slow.
It's so much Drake out there. You've been listening to Drake for what,
It's like
10 years?
10 years nonstop. It's just been a nonstop thing.
In my opinion, it started with Scorpion.
Scorpion.
That's how it got fucking worse.
That's when technically you could say Views if you really
No,
want
I'll
to.
say Views first. That fucking One Dance, that really set the fuck off.
One Dance and what was the other? Controller.
Controller.
Yeah, all those songs that all sound the same. That sound like one giant long ass song. Like,
Yeah.
bruh,
Yeah, the Views did sound like a very long run-on sentence. I'm not gonna lie.
just like, damn, no commas, no periods, no exclamation points, just one fucking long paragraph.
What'd you say Drake best album?
Take Care or Nothing Was the Same. Or a sleeper in that is If You're Reading This It's Too Late.
Which one's the blue one? I think I would ask you this one.
Nothing Was the Same. That's a blue one.
I'd probably say Take Care.
I like Take Care better, but I think Nothing Was the Same might be a better album. And if I really just want him to rap, I'm going to If You're Reading This It's Too Late.
Yeah. It's true.
But all right, let's go through who's won in Region E so far. We have Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes, 50 Cent, B.I.G., Rakim, Nas, DMX, and Drake. Now let's announce the next round. We'll get to it probably another episode. We have Jay-Z going against Busta Rhymes, 50 Cent going against B.I.G., Rakim going against Nas, and DMX going against Drake.
DMX, said Nas, 50 Cent, and Jay-Z.
Well, shit, is she wrong? Fuck it.
And then just
We might
like,
have to
think
say,
about
fuck
it.
Fuck it. Might as well just fucking cross them out. Is she wrong? What?
Who was it? Jay-Z and who?
Busta.
Yeah, Jay-Z's one. So what? You have DMX over Drake?
Yes.
Oh shit, that's one that's gonna have to be thought about a little bit.
DMX over Drake. That's tough.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to that one. We're going to
really,
another region, but we'll go ahead and say your piece and we'll go on to another
I was
region.
gonna say that's tough. Cause it's a lot of Drake, but
No, I'm thinking because DMX
like
has more
DMX
better album cuts than Drake does.
and I like DMX better. But I think you have to be, I guess, honest. Like you said, it's overall, it's not really likability. You said it's about, I guess, impact, marketability, and everything. It'll have to be Drake. Drake is up there. I would say
You can make the argument for DMX though.
Yeah, DMX he did a huge impact when I was growing up.
DMX brought it back to the streets. Well, when all the shiny suits was popular, the bad boy era was in full effect, he came through with the #1 album 5 times in a row. He was the one with the hits with the R&B singers
it's
on
crazy
him.
Yeah.
DMX said he don't like Drake. Remember in the interview?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
With the classic Yonkers fit on, with the beanie, the camo fit.
Like Drake started that whole fucking thing where like your chorus is 16 bars for some reason now. DMX he got to the point with his fucking choruses. Like Drake started that shit where you don't know if this is the verse or this is the chorus.
And if you call either of them for a feature, they're going to body it.
Yeah.
At their peaks anyway.
At their peaks, yes.
Now when you call Drake nowadays, it's kind of a hit or miss.
Unless you putting him on another track with Lil Baby, then it's
or
like,
Tay Keith produced it.
It's just
For some reason, every time he raps on Tay Keith beef, it just works.
but,
So
yeah.
that one has to be thought about a little bit.
So 50 Cent and Biggie, 50. it just have to.
No argument here.
It like you just have to. Biggie is dead.
Alright, so we can just start. Alright.
Rakim and Nas is a fucking no-brainer for me. Nas.
No argument here.
And then there's Jay-Z and Busta Rhymes. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just Jay-Z. You just
Alright.
So then it'll be Jay-Z and 50.
We can come back for them. So alright.
which is a
Do that
well-deserving.
next week. That could be.
Yeah. So DMX Drake. That's one we haven't settled on yet.
That's tough.
If y'all want to come back, that's fine. I'm just
Yeah, we had to come back on that.
okay. All right, so let's just complete this list, and if we got time for the next one, we'll get to the next one. All right, we're in Region W now. We have Kenza Lamar versus Cory Gunz.
Never heard a single Cory Gunz song. Was Cory Gunz in
6 foot, 7 foot. Lil Wayne, 6 foot, 7 foot.
No, I wasn't gonna ask that.
Oh.
Remember that song is is a group.
Young Money? Was he Young Money?
Cause Jay-Z was on.
Associated.
Yeah. I know.
All right, because Jay-Z hopped on the remix, and then halfway through they turned it to the clip song.
Damn, I think I might know what you're talking about, but I can't remember exactly what you're trying to refer to.
Fuck. Damn.
In the meantime, we just want to say once again, appreciate y'all for watching, viewing, and listening to the podcast. You can find us on all streaming platforms, everywhere. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever. And we will be having our videos on Spotify in the coming weeks. We just have to get that straightened out. We appreciate all of you.
Can't.
We could pretty much say Kendrick Lamar of Cory Gunz.
Yeah. Kendrick Lamar has his round. Nipsey Hussle versus YG.
That Blood versus Crip. I'm gonna go with Nip. Neighborhood Nip.
Yeah, I have to go with Nip. I heard like 3 YG songs, and they all sound the same. It's like they're all the same beat, set with like 3 different instruments.
I feel like this region is gonna be a quick one though.
Yeah. I'll say I like YG's first 3 albums. I like his second one the best.
I don't know if I can listen to a YG album.
But YG kind of fell off the cliff a little bit.
A song every year once in a while. I remember the first time I heard of YG, he was on that Mariah Carey song. And I'm like, what are you doing, Miss Mariah? What's this? Why are you trying to be young?
Favorite YG song? I wouldn't even know what to tell you. YG. Nah, what to tell you.
Yeah, Twist My Fingers, my favorite YG record. All right, so Nipsey also has that round. Ice Cube versus 2 Chainz.
Ice Cube.
I know like 3 Ice Cube songs that I can think of off the top of my head.
So you're going with 2 Chainz?
I know 2 Chainz songs.
I go with Cube. If you're talking about, because you know he's a filler in a way, so I would have to go with Cube for West Coast. But artists,
He's another person. He always just play the same person. That's Cube. He's like
Yeah,
another.
always
He's like another
grouchy.
person with rock.
always grouchy.
like why you got an attitude every single
But-
time you play the?
Then again, I might have a change. I might go with 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. What album was it? The birthday song was on. I can't think of the name of it.
It was his first official one, I believe.
I can't think of the name of it. It was actually a pretty good album.
The song was called "Can't Stop, Won't Stop."
Stop, won't stop. Corey Guns.
What's Cory Guns in that? Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller, Rickers.
Oh, the Young Guns joke.
Young Guns. Is Cory
The
Guns in
Young
that group? Was Cory Guns in that group?
Nah.
Ah, okay. Making sure.
That was Young Chris and Neef. Chris and Neef.
No. Don't know who they
2
are.
Rockefeller affiliates, yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, they weren't affiliates. They were signed to Rockefeller.
Can't stop, won't stop.
They were actually fire.
Damn, baby.
But then Rockefeller
Damn.
broke up and, you know.
Girls to love us. Like, I heard the beat before the song, the lyrics came to me. Yeah.
2 Chainz album.
I can't. I remember 2 Chainz had that fucking really annoying song with Ariana Grande. Well, I think that was him. With over the Alicia Keys joint. Was that him? Or is that? Am I making that up?
You might be making that up.
Based on
So
a true story.
Anne Marie. It wasn't Alicia Keys. Why Don't We Fall in Love joint? That was 2 Chainz, right?
I don't think so.
Really?
I might go with 2 Chainz.
They have similar catalog histories, Ice Cube and 2 Chainz, because they both started out kind of hot, and then they fell off kind of hard.
Oh, maybe it was the Rule the World. Okay, so somebody else had the Anne Marie joint. So he had the Rule the World joint. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually. Yeah. So stop that real quick. Yeah. He did the Rule the World. I think remix. I think it was over. Was it over Rule the World? Or I feel like it was over the Anne Marie joint. Fuck. They ain't gonna matter no more. Anyway, I'm gonna say who is it? 2 Chainz and who?
Ice Cube. They have this is actually all right matchup because they both kind of have similar career arcs and outlines because they both started out hot and they fell off
I don't
hard.
think you can go wrong either way.
I don't think Ice Cube technically fell off. He just decided he was making more money.
Ice Cube fell off a little bit. Ice Cube fell off. He kind of had a little resurgence, but he fell off again after that a little bit. When he started doing that War and Peace series, that's when Ice Cube fell
All right,
off.
what's your favorite 2 Chainz song?
It's probably off his Pretty Girls Like Trap Music album.
Whatever it is it better than your favorite Ice Cube song?
No.
So your favorite Ice Cube song is better?
What's your favorite Ice Cube song?
I'm just listing off some. I might pick while I'm listening. It Was a Good Day. 1.
That's one song I know. That's one of the 3 songs I
No
know.
Vaseline. Another one.
Don't remember that song.
I forgot the names. One of the ones off his first album for sure. His first
Mine is
solo
Hello.
joint. I remember you saying that. Yeah.
The 3 songs I know. Today Was a Good Day. We Be Clubbing. Oh, and I think the other one is We Be Clubbing. What song is it? You can get it. You can do it. Put your back into it. That's a different song.
That was a Friday soundtrack.
Okay. One's off of Players Club, the other one's from Friday.
Yeah.
So those two songs.
What's your favorite 2 Chainz song?
I don't know. I've heard 2 songs with 2 Chainz in it.
Dang, okay.
So it has to be Cube.
It has to be Cube.
It's tough.
I think I might go with 2 Chainz, man.
I'm gonna go with Cube, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Cube.
All right,
So 2 Chainz.
All right, 2
he
Chainz
loses.
up out of there.
Unfortunately, only because I just haven't listened to a lot of your songs. And I know 3 Ice Cube songs, so that's 3 more songs than I know of yours.
I will say, well, I was about to say Ice Cube is better than 2 Chainz, but I can't outright say that.
Just, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah.
We just don't listen to them enough to really argue.
So I was right. So the Rule the World had the Anne-Marie thing in it. So, but that was bothering me.
All right. Next round, Snoop Dogg versus Mac Miller.
Snoop.
Snoop, even though I don't know any songs, but maybe 2, but
You know 2 Snoop Dogg songs?
Gin and
I know all the commercial songs.
Gin and Juice. Was it Vato? And maybe 3 or 4, but I don't know any. What's his name? Mac Miller. I don't even know who that is.
Like I listen. I think I listened to him in passing. It's like, huh,
Mac
okay,
Miller.
yeah.
I don't know.
But I wouldn't know, except for that one verse he did in that Ariana Grande song.
I thought it was a basketball player. I'm the white guy. Used to be the shooter. What was his name? Is Mac Miller on it?
I think I'm Mike Miller.
Mike Miller. Yes.
You're referring to Mike
Who the
Miller.
hell this is?
All right. Sorry, Mac. Rest in peace to you, but you did not make it to the next round.
Darn.
I bet I ain't know he was gone.
You didn't know Mac Miller was gone?
He been gone for a while.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Man.
My bad, G.
Eazy-E versus Denzel Curry.
I don't know a single Eazy song, even though I grew up in that same era. I know his voice. Like I can remember his voice. I remember the one verse that they put on the Boys in the Hood album, not like from the movie, but from the group Boys in the Hood under Diddy.
I'm going with Easy. I don't know this is Curry.
Yeah. Sorry, Zeltron. I have to get you up out of there. Your recent album's okay though.
I think I heard a Denzel Curry album. I don't remember it. So.
Yeah. Tupac versus Meek Mill.
Pop. Meek, he just fucking yells. I hate his fucking delivery because he's just yelling.
Yeah, we can move on.
What is it like?
All right.
Pushing out his words, like calm down, like a reverse shit. That's what it feels like when Meek Mill raps.
Hold on, wait a minute. Kia thought you was finished. All right.
Yeah, we had Meek Mill on 4. You still got to turn him down. This shit. Wow.
Wow, like, why are you yelling at me? Like he's rapping from the other side of the house. That's what it feels like his albums are.
No, it sound like the mic is in there and he recorded his verse standing over there.
But you know how you know he's not recording all the way over there? Because when you hear his recording, he does not sound far from the mic at all.
Yeah, but he just loud. He just loud, like squawking. That's what it feels like. Like cause like someone
Imagine
goes,
arguing.
the whole time.
That's what it sound like.
I bet you his engineer has to compress the shit out of his
Has to,
vocals.
cause he sound he's moving when he's rapping. So like
Yeah.
da 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 da
That shit all
da
over
da
the
da.
place.
Probably got the ratio on like 15.
It's like no matter with your what is it, the smoke alarm? Mm-hmm. No matter how many pillows you put on it, it still sounds fucking loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Okay.
Meek Mill is a fucking fire alarm, like the smoke alarm thingy.
But I will say though, Meek Mill has some bangers though, man.
I don't know any Meek Mill songs.
Yeah, I don't care. So
I know
just
one
gonna
Meek
move
Mill
on.
song is that the one he did with Chris Brown. I think Nicki Minaj was on it too.
Oh, all eyes on you.
Oh yeah, there
Total
it is.
Story is like, that's it for me. Like, I don't know.
I just remember he went to jail, then he was out of jail, then he had Jay-Z for some money. That's the only thing I know about his life.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
And then something about,
Listen to Meek Mill.
and then they did a whole special on him.
Wale
I'm
is
like,
better.
Damn.
I'd rather listen to Wale.
Yeah, he's got.
oh, that's saying a lot.
I'd rather listen to Wale.
I wouldn't-
Lie to you.
Oh, that's hard. I think I would have to listen to Wale, so I don't listen. And then, because even though I don't care for anything that Wale does, it's just I would just have to listen to him versus Meek Mill.
Yeah, I'm not
At least Wale not screaming at me.
At least on the songs, he's not screaming at you. When he's
True.
doing interviews, he's always screaming.
Wale?
Yeah, he's always yelling at somebody on Twitter or on an interview.
I don't know why he got such a little. You know what? I'm gonna take no. I'm not. I'm just. Never mind. This be the one time he yells at me. Never mind. I don't feel like dealing with him today.
What do you mean my album isn't great? Sorry, man.
Like, why? I'm like, bruh, I'm nobody. Why are you yelling at me for? I'm just stating my opinion.
Tyler the Creator versus Lil B.
Never heard a single Lil B song, and I heard one Tyler the Creator song, but it instantly get negated because he's a motherfucker that ate the roach, right? So neither.
What?
They both lose.
I would say Tyler the Creator just because. I don't know. Why the fuck would I say it? I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
All right. Even though I think Igor is trash, I haven't heard enough of Lil B's catalog to say whether he's better than Tyler or not. So I just have to pick Lil B just off the strength.
Well, because then Tyler. Okay, I did not take that back. I take Tyler because that little video that's surfacing, and they said when I hear my alarm goes off, and he's like, ah! I think that's him, right? And then
So.
he just doing some random ass shit in the mic, and it's just like, what the hell is he doing? But then he just instantly, he ate a whole fucking roach, bro. That's not okay. You know how dirty fucking roaches are?
Yeah, that's a dirty dude, I guess.
It's like licking the toilet.
Yeah, I guess he likes licking toilets. I don't know.
Hear that first. Like, Dre said Tyler the Creator likes licking toilets.
Yeah, we don't know what these people do behind closed doors. All right. The Game versus ASAP Rocky.
I know one ASAP Rocky song. I'll have to pick the Game, even though sometimes he does a lot. Like his personality sometimes just turns me off.
Yeah, I think it's the Game. Even if I knew a few A$AP Rocky songs, I think the Game is their dude.
All right.
All right. So we have to team them up. Kendrick Lamar versus Nipsey.
Well, if we're gonna be real about it, I would go with Nipsey.
Oh, why? Just asking.
Why? I like his delivery better. I like his. It's just something about Kendrick Lamar. It's like he raps like a
Alien.
it's like a cartoon.
Yeah,
character.
yeah,
It's
he
all
does.
this different.
It's too much. Too much going on. He had 14 different costumes on
Yeah.
every single time.
I would rather listen to Nipsey.
So you're picking Nipsey?
I'm gonna have to pick Nipsey.
K-Dot going home.
Jesus. Wow. All right, Kendrick
I mean, I
Lamar.
can understand why people would pick Kendrick, but I'm talking about for purely my enjoyment. I just pick Nipsey.
Yeah, and I think the whole Kendrick thing would be, I think he was more commercial, so that's why more people he's more known. Because a lot of people really didn't start listening to Nipsey until
And he died.
Yeah.
after he
Just keep it a
died.
buck, yeah.
But
Same, but I still don't really listen to Kendrick, and he's still alive.
yes,
All right. Kendrick Lamar's going home, people. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at yourself. Make your own list. All
Exactly.
right. Next round, we have Ice Cube versus Snoop Dogg.
Snoop.
yes.
All right, Ice Cube, you're going home, buddy. Get frozen in somebody else's freezer. All right. Easy E
Chill
versus...
out, Ice Cube.
Chill out.
Make that into a clip.
All right. Dang, Ice Cube. Easy E versus Tupac.
Pac.
All right, Easy. Rest in peace to you.
Tupac's dead too.
I mean, it's just... Let's go on to the next one. Tyler the Creator versus The Game.
The Game.
Yeah, the Game.
All right, Tyler the Creator. As creative as you may be, you
Great somewhere else.
Yep. All right. In the regions we have left, we have in Region E, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Nas, DMX, and Drake, because we haven't picked those two yet. And we have Nipsey Hussle, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and The Game. All right. This is a very
Between, so
interesting.
Nipsey and Snoop, I tell you right now, I'm picking Snoop.
Nips.
That's the only one. That's the only one that I full on want to.
I would pick Nips. I think
You know what?
Marathon is better than any album
All right.
Snoop ever had.
I'm picking Nipsey. I would rather listen to. As great as Snoop was,
Yeah.
he only has technically 2 good albums in my opinion.
It's the other songs that he's on, and you just have to think about him. He's just cool.
I agree.
It's just cool.
Hold on, no, let me rethink this a little
Because
bit.
Nipsey, you can't hang out with Nipsey anymore.
Let me rethink this a little bit. Yeah,
Like
Kinda
Snoop,
sounds
I feel like
weird.
you'll still have a whole lot of fun with Snoop, but you'll learn a lot of shit.
Actually, I gotta go with Snoop. He's made more of an impact.
And he's still making an impact. He just bought whole death row. He finally bought his own prison.
And he has a lot more memorable records too. Not saying Nipsey's records aren't great. It's just the impact didn't hit as hard music wise.
So you said you would flip and pick Snoop over Nipsey.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, because for me, I understand why Nipsey got to where he is and where he is. But Snoop is just a different type of dude.
He is. I don't think Nipsey was gonna be anywhere as big as he was until he died.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Honestly, like I probably wouldn't. I listened to one Nipsey Hussle verse ever, and it was on GTA. And that's the first time I heard Kendrick too. I like those tracks on there for Kendrick, whatever. But other than that, probably wouldn't until Nipsey had died. Probably wouldn't really listen to him that much. I knew of him, but wouldn't listen to him.
Your favorite Snoop Dogg album, or his best album, whatever you would say that is.
First one.
Is it better than
Yes.
Nipsey's better first album?
Yes.
What album you talking about for Snoop?
His first one. His
Better than
first
Marathon?
one. Yes. It's hard to believe, but yes.
All right.
It's not by a landslide, but yes.
I
It's a
live.
better album.
I go with Snoop because he also got good features too. Like when he comes on and features on songs, to me, Snoop is like a nice, like fresh thing of air for me every time Snoop gets on there. Because he's like if there's a lot of people on it and he comes on, his voice is just so soothing, personally to me. Nipsey, he also slightly has a yelling problem too. I don't want to speak too much badly on the dead.
I forget he used to yell quite a bit. I ain't gonna forget
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I forgot.
So like,
Yeah, I'm still going Nip though, but
Yeah, for sure. Cause you gotta think what Snoop was a part of too.
he
The Chronic. You ain't even gotta count the second one, but he was a part of the first Chronic.
yeah.
and then he moved over to No Limit, and then he just did his own Snoop thing. But he went with Eminem and them, right? Which is back. So he went back, but he was more. It felt like
He was more of an associate at that time.
Yeah.
Because he was just doing his own thing at that point. And he linked up with Pharrell and all that.
yeah. He was able. He felt like I'm just gonna come over here and just work a little bit. Y'all just do y'all thing over here. I'll be back in a little bit. He was that guy. I'll be right back, and then he doesn't show back up, and he's like, "Where you been, Snoop? Oh, I just finished your whole album. What the fuck, bruh?" You listen to this track. I'm gonna take my
All right,
time.
Tupac versus the Game.
Tupac versus Game.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Game.
Pac. If I will say, if I'm gonna put on, if you're doing the $5 car ride again, and I have to pick a bunch of Tupac songs or a bunch of Game songs, most likely I'm gonna do a bunch of Tupac songs.
On random though, not like songs you know, because it's easier to pick.
Shit.
I guess songs you know, but if you had to listen to a playlist.
I would still probably go with Pac, because a lot of his shit doesn't have a lot of features on it. Game shit, I feel like he'll probably have a lot of features of people that I don't want to hear.
I probably listen to Game. I think the documentary is better than.
Documentary was fucking hard as shit.
It's not been All Eyes on Me, in my opinion, though. Even though that's not Tupac's first album. Because what I will say about Pac is his catalog was growing before he died. Unfortunately, he put out his best music when he died. That and All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli are his best albums for sure.
I just feel like he got a lot more quotable shit. I just feel like he just.
I mean,
not saying that not too late.
Because Game, like I said, documentary, that shit.
Game has a great catalog, but after a while, you might get tired of the name drops, and he'll circle around and talk about pretty much the same stuff over a bunch of albums too. Yeah,
Game is like I get it. Like he got beef with everybody. That would feel like, and it's if you're not gonna bring like some snacks while you just talking mad crap about everybody, you're talking mad crap about. I just don't want to be invested. Tupac, he does a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Makes you want to party, makes you want to fuck, makes you want to kill a motherfucker. It's just like he does a lot of it.
Even though I do agree, I was thinking. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say that because I was thinking about this a little more. That I was about to say I might agree that he's better than Eminem. I have to think about that a little bit.
Who?
Game. I have to think about that. Because in his Drink Champs interview, he said he was better than Eminem. Game.
That is tough though.
I was about to say, oh, I agree with him, but I had to think about that. I got to think about that for a second.
Are we talking about he's better than, like, are we doing like...
As a whole, because he said it. I thought I agree with what I was about to say. I'm like, hold on, let me scale that back a little bit.
Like, it's one of those things where you really have to think about it.
Yeah. So we'll get to that at another time. However, let's finish off Region W. Snoop Dogg versus Tupac.
Snoop Dogg versus Tupac?
Or do y'all want to wait?
Fuck it. Why wait? Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg technically only has one or two
albums. He made it too far anyway. I just think the matchups favored Snoop Dogg. He shouldn't have made it that far.
Oh, man.
Like, if he was in a different spot on the list, I agree.
Yeah, he wouldn't have made it that far. He shouldn't have.
Technically, no. But I appreciate you, Snoop. You've done a lot.
Yeah, he even got farther than Kendrick, man.
I know.
So, no,
that's crazy. It's weird. But Snoop, he literally been with me my whole life.
I can rap gin and juice damn near word for word. And nothing but a G thing.
I feel like everybody almost can rap those two songs.
Exactly.
Everybody, every fucking race can rap that song. Yeah. When they hear that shit.
Yo, cause look, that was on a video when I was a kid. That was still on video when I was a kid. Both of those songs. Still on MTV.
I mean, he had his moments. I mean, he's great. I'm not saying he wasn't good, but I just think the way the bracket kind of shook out, it did elevate him a little bit further than I would have personally think he should have won.
Yeah, and I also think he's the reason why Warren G never got as big as he was supposed to get. Because Warren G was just like another Snoop Dogg, like the same type of vibe and shit like that.
He didn't even sign with Death Row, and he signed with Def Jam.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're like in the same. They had literally like the same type of vibe. Like when they were rapping, they were both the that kind of West Coast, almost the same kind of timbre in their voice and everything.
Yeah.
But the thing that made Warren G like fucking not to fuck with was Nate Dogg. God rest his soul.
Regulate, man.
That. My mom used to play that album out.
Yeah. But all right, let's go to Region M and Region S. Let's go. We'll leave the Region S for last. We'll go to Region M. Kanye West versus Famous Dex.
Never heard a single Famous Dex song.
Right,
so Kanye, you're winning this, even though I do. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Yay, you're winning this. Like
maybe emailing artist mail tomorrow.
I am a genius. I am Andy Warhol. Call me Ye or Yeezus.
It's just so okay. I just don't feel like. I'm not today. You got too much stuff going on. Last thing you need to do is worry about me.
All right. MC Lyte versus Black Thought.
Same thing. I can't remember a single Black song. Nor do I know a single Black Thought song. Just cause I'm gonna have to pick Black Thought because people have mentioned Black Thought more than MC Lyte. Only time people have mentioned MC Lyte is they mentioned Queen Latifah. And they try to do a comparison.
Damn. Well,
I would say MC Light because I've never heard of Black Thought, but it's only because of a name. I don't know.
I'm gonna pick Black Thought because I haven't heard, as legendary as MC Light is, I haven't heard too much of her stuff.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Like you know her. But she like sing one of my songs, I'd be so fucking embarrassed.
Like, only song I know is Roughneck, and that's because it was on the NBA Street Fighter 3 soundtrack. The only song I actually know words to.
I can't remember.
So who was next?
Royce the 5'9" versus Joey Badass.
Don't know a single Joey Badass song. Royce, I've heard that song he did with Eminem. He did a whole fucking album with Eminem, right?
Yeah.
That's him? Mm-hmm. Okay. And I like your verse on Take From Me, so you win.
All right.
Royce the 5'9".
All right. Royce the 5'9". Lupe Fiasco versus Benny the Butcher.
Go with Lupe. I don't know who Benny the Butcher is.
You don't listen to Griselda, do you?
Nah. I've listened to Griselda, and I listened to a Benny album. And I listened to...
Which one?
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I don't even know which one. It was the one with... I think it was Red Cover.
It's probably 10 top 3, I assume.
Okay, sure. Don't remember a single thing off of that. I just remember it's just a bunch of old-ass samples. And then I'm just judging Lupe off of the cool. He has like 3 songs on there that I really do like. So I'm gonna fuck with Lupe.
All right, Lupe's a winner. He has 2 classic albums back to back. As great as Benny is a rapper as he is, can't say that about him. And Lupe did a thing where he was lyrical and commercial and somehow made that work. Even though you might need a thick dictionary or a history book to understand his concepts of what he's really saying, he made it work.
Yeah, he was a fucking nerd. Let's just put it out there. He was a nerd.
Yeah,
he was a nerd with a skateboard.
But he wasn't as much of a nerd as he came to on his later albums, which is odd. But we'll tackle that.
He's a political nerd that had a skateboard that started... Actually, I feel like he started that fucking backpack movement. So, it's like...
Nah, he didn't. He fell into it. He didn't start it.
Well, I think he's the first one that made me know the backpack movement.
Gotcha.
Let me say that.
Joe Budden versus 21 Savage.
No, one Joe Budden Joe Budden song, and that's the first song that I remember him putting out, the Pump It Up. And I just don't think that was a very good song. The chorus was catchy. I feel like working out maybe a little bit. I thought about, you know, the thing where like, shit, you know, I should join the gym. I'll do it later. That's what Joe Budden song does. And then I remember he did a verse on a Marcus Houston song. I was a big Marcus Houston fan. Well, I ain't say a big fan. I liked him. I mean, he was pretty. So I remember his verse on that. And it was still meh, but the song was still hot because it was produced by Mr. R. Kelly, even though we can't really, you know, talk about him. But, you know.
Nah, we had a whole podcast talking about. You can talk about it on here. You want to?
R. Kelly, I don't care what anybody says. He's a fucking man. Okay, y'all did this to him. Y'all did try to take his money. Y'all did ruin his life. Y'all had an opportunity to fucking end him, but y'all chose not to because y'all knew what y'all were doing. Y'all knew what y'all were doing. Y'all scared for some reason. Any other time y'all want to take a black man down, like y'all do it with no contest. But all of a sudden y'all wait fucking 10 years, 10, 15 years to put fucking R. Kelly away. It's like, the fuck, he's been walking around now this whole time. It's like, it's weird. It's just fucking weird. Mm-hmm. You had your chance, and now y'all want to bitch and cry about it. And, you know, R. Kelly, you should have done it. Honestly, you shouldn't have done it. You know you were too damn old. You knew you were too damn old. Come on now. You knew it was weird. Everybody knew it was weird. It was just the fucking 90s, and people didn't know how to handle it. And, you know, police, and it's like, oh, what are they really going to do? It's like one of those things... They didn't think that you were going to be what you were today. A pioneer. So, Kels, don't do that. And that thing that they put on the news, you saw that he was singing to somebody's daughter from prison. Don't do that shit. That's not okay. You should not be singing to any women anymore. That's it. It's stop. Just stop.
Someone's daughter?
So don't sing to anybody's daughter. Like, like, even if it's somebody's mother, don't sing it because she used to be somebody's daughter. Don't.
So in other words, be quiet.
Just be quiet. Sing to yourself. do what Prince did. Just make a lot of songs. Don't release them. Put them in the vault. Well, you can't do that now because you're in jail. But you hide them under your mattress. You can make a whole segment about that. In solitary confinement. That should be his next album. Solitary confinement.
Trapped in solitary confinement.
Yeah. Bars in solitary confinement.
Trapped in a jail cell.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Joe Budden, 21 Savage. Who you got?
Oh, we didn't pick. Okay. Like 21 Savage never sound like he's happy rapping. So it sounded like he's always sound like he's doing a school project when he's rapping. So that's how I feel about him. Something. That's how he fucking raps the whole single time. He like, so he get, I mean, I guess I don't know. I haven't heard a 21 verse that I've like, yeah. I mean, he doesn't inspire me to do anything. At least Joe Budden inspired me to maybe think about going to the gym. So I guess I'll pick Joe Budden.
All right.
I don't know. Who you pick? I mean, I would say 21. I probably heard more 21 songs than Joe Budden, I guess.
I've actually dug into a little bit of Joe's catalog. Even though he has like half his catalog that's horribly mixed, to his credit, he said himself he didn't pay engineers and producers, so that's why that happened. But lyrically, Joe's nice.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And he's one of the artists that actually noticed that he pronounces all his words and makes that work somehow. Don't know how he does it. It's interesting. Now, 21 is one of the funniest rappers I ever heard of all time. Dude said one line, said nutted on the cheek. That's why I call it baby face. That shit's hilarious to me.
Who said that?
21 said that.
Wasn't 21 also the one that said, I'm gonna blow it like a cello? Was that fucking him? Who was that?
Shit, I hope not. But if it was, whatever.
He gonna blow it like a cello. Like, that's not how cellos work. You shouldn't be blowing in anything like that's a cello. That cello's shaped.
I think he might talk about shooting somebody if that was the way he was referencing that.
I mean,
but you still don't blow a cello.
They still say weird things these days anyways.
Well, they do call guns dicks nowadays, so.
Yeah.
That's so... I'm sorry, that's gay.
Yeah.
like... Because if that case, this mic is a dick, and y'all been having a dick next to your mouth the whole time. Like... Anything long and skinny-ish that you can put your hand around is technically a dick. This cup is a dick. This mic is a dick. Your phone is a dick. And so y'all been nonstop playing with dicks this whole time.
No.
Y'all had your hands constantly around these dicks all the time. The water bottles y'all drink out, dicks. Because it goes into your mouth and you shake it and sometimes it sloshes and it gets your lips a little wet. It's a dick. You see why men are making shit awkward now?
I mean, that's what they say. You call them dicks. So.
Okay, I'm on the train. I'm on the train now. Everything's a dick.
Oh, shit. All right.
Chief Keef and West Side Gun. Don't know a single Chief Keef song. I've heard like maybe one West Side. Is West Side Gun in Love and Hip Hop in Miami? Is that him?
I don't.
No. West Side Gun is from up north.
He's from Buffalo.
I'm thinking of gun somebody.
Gunplay.
Gunplay. He's on Love and Hip Hop.
Gunplay from Miami, right?
Yeah, I think he's from Miami.
This seems to be Rick Ross, right? Gunplay, right?
Mm-hmm. He's still associated with Maybach Music, I believe. And just to give the audience a heads up, 21 Savage is going to the next round.
Really?
Yeah. I decided to pick 21. So.
Okay.
21.
Chief Keef.
Oh, yeah. That's the shit I don't like. Bang Bang. Yeah. Chief Keef. I got Chief Keef. Without him, all this rap sounds a whole lot different right now. Can't even lie.
Okay.
And music videos look a whole lot different too, probably.
I just remember there used to be a Chief Keef kind of cult around.
They fell off because he stopped rapping about that in that way.
Yeah.
The Little Durks took over.
Yeah.
And the NBA Youngboys took over.
Oh. Yeah, they had that kind of. He had that kind of following. Weird ass people.
Cassidy versus Big Sean.
I'm sorry.
Big Sean just like a great value Drake, right?
Oh my god.
Like with his like lyrical writing. They borrow from the same people, right?
Oh shit.
Like, yo, while you're in the Drake song, write something for Big Sean real quick. Like, here's some scraps, and then they just put it together.
Oh my gosh. What the fuck?
So he said Big Sean get the leftovers.
Yeah, isn't that's what is feel like it's perceived. That's what people treat him like.
Big Sean get
So
the
he
bad
like-
Drake
like-
beats.
So like when they write Drake songs, Drake get the good. He get the good pages, and then what's left over, Big Sean get the loose
and-
leaf paper.
Yeah, they both whining about some shit. Some girl hurt. They always let bitches hurt them.
Yo. What's going on?
I hear no disagreeing, so. So, the Cassidy. I got both of his albums, his first two albums.
Oh shit.
I remember, all the commercial. He released all the commercial hits, but all the album cuts, they were fire. Remember when he first came on the scene, and Big Business. I can't remember whose song it was. I think it was a Swiss Beat song. It's not a Swiss Beat song, yeah. And it had like Ron Isley, Jadakiss, Snoop Dogg, Cassidy. I feel like Ghostface Killer was on that song too. I don't know. Can I get away? Yeah. Cassidy was on that. That's the first time I heard Cassidy. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to put Cassidy.
One of the first, possibly first, and I think only battle rappers to actually have a successful commercial career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you throw in the Twitter videos of him making beats and vibing really hard off it.
We're not even gonna talk about all that.
That makes him decrease, right? It's like that canceling out shit with the Roach guy.
Listen, we ain't gonna talk about that.
He vibing hard, man.
Eminem versus Travis Scott. Do we all agree Eminem wins this?
Yes.
Okay.
I can name one Travis Scott song.
I know like 3, but I mean,
I know his whole catalog. But
it's just not.
it's not Eminem. Unless I shit on Eminem, people think I hate Eminem. Probably Travis Scott wins.
Yeah.
What? Travis Scott wins?
I mean, no, Eminem wins.
Oh.
Excuse me. I said that wrong. I'm tripping. Somebody gonna clip that shit. Whatever. Fuck you.
Like, Eminem wins.
All right, Lil Wayne versus Big Boy.
Just not a.
Do we all agree Lil Wayne wins this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Even though I love me some Big Boy, it's just like
He's cool, but
it's like nah.
it's a different.
Let's you have to be reasonable with Lil Wayne. Like come on.
Yes.
Big Boy, he comes for a good time, but not for a long time. And Lil Wayne, he just does himself. Like he'll go away for a long time, then still come back and just feel like it's the same person. You just need to limit his track count on his albums to 12, if that.
Good luck.
I know.
Gucci Mane versus Rick Ross.
Don't know a
Rick
single
Ross.
Gucci Mane song. I lied. I know Icy.
I know
That's Icy, right?
So
That's him?
Icy.
Yeah, so
Him and
Icy.
Jeezy, yeah.
Rick Ross.
And then we rewatched that video in here. That was me and you, right? And that fucking was cringy. Like, the 2000s was like wild with the videos, yo.
Yeah.
They try to make a whole story and they go into the jury shop and just everybody was acting like they weren't even acting bad. They were acting worse. Like they were bad at acting. Like they was bad at being bad at acting.
So Rick Ross wins that round.
Easily.
Jeezy versus Juvenile.
Juvie.
Ooh.
Last time I checked, I was a man on these streets. Standing ovation. I'm picking Jeezy.
I can understand.
I like Juvie,
I mean,
but
like,
yeah.
Jeezy's a low key yeller too, but you know, also he.
One of the best ad libs of all time.
I mean, because like, is he rapping if everything is all ad libs?
He is rapping. He just does not sound like a rapper at all.
He's talking, and then he going,
but it works.
Okay, yeah.
But it works.
It's not. Even then, if I'm.
The snowman shirts got banned. Yeah.
Well, I admit, and also it was like a. He was the best in the Boys in the Hood group, right?
Yes.
And you would thought it was the other guy, but then he was the one that could. Well, what was his name?
I don't remember.
Oh, but
that was the first time I heard Jeezy though. Was the Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. And he was so different.
I know what you're talking about.
It's like Jeezy, he was different, and like he still said shit, but his voice stood out because it was like generic rapper guy, Jeezy. There's the other guy that just sounded like doo 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 the whole time, and then I don't even remember the fourth guy because there was a fourth one in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. That always happens. Guys, stop making rap groups with more than 3 people. I mean, with more than 2 people, because it's always gonna be you always forget who the third person or the fourth person is. You always will. Okay, what anybody says.
Yeah. Wu-Tang was the exception, not the rule.
Very much so. I mean, you couldn't tell sometimes if everybody was in the group all at once. It was like a rotating. It felt like a rotating list. It's just who's available to do this concert. Okay, we got Meth, we got RZA. And we got Ghostface this time.
Is ODB in jail?
Yeah. Then he dies, and it was like, well, I guess we bring his son up here. He looked just like him.
All right, T.I. versus Rhapsody.
T.I.
Well then, all right. Well, Urban Legend, you go to the next round, sir.
Trap music. What are you talking about? That's his. Well, I think I'm serious. His fucking best album.
I'm not giving him that.
I'm serious. It's fucking best album.
Oh, okay. You might have a point there. I like Urban Legend more, but if I go back and listen to it, I might change my mind.
And like he felt like he was. I feel like he was his most authentic self. Like he was unapologetically him, and not a Hulk ass character like he was in like King, or the other one that was after King too.
T.I. versus T.I.P.
Yeah. It's like you're doing too much now.
Ludacris versus Sci-Hi the Prince.
Luda. Because I don't even know who the other person is.
Fair enough. Future versus Young Thug.
I literally listened to neither of them.
Without Future, there would be no Young Thug.
Yeah, I'm picking Future as well.
I guess Future, because he's literally the first actual artist like him, whatever you want to call that shit. I remember going to a salon and seeing a little. That's when they were giving out the little cards for the clubs. I saw him on there. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? So.
Yeah.
Shout out March Madness, man. Great record. J. Cole versus XXXTentacion.
Even though I think J. Cole is like 70% boring, I have to pick him.
I agree.
J. Cole. You move on to the next round.
And unfortunately, XXX is dead. Like, we got a lot of fucking dead people. You know how many dead people you got in this list?
Andre 3000 versus Little Baby.
That's what I was just like. I don't know.
What am I going like? How am I feeling?
Tough.
That's because that's definitely like those are 2 different, completely different feelings.
That is tough. I feel like somebody's gonna lose when actually I think both of them should advance.
Explain.
Like out of the other ones?
So you would
I would pick Lil Baby over Future and Young Thug.
You wouldn't take Andre 3000 over Future?
Oh, of course.
Luda?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, he should be moving on, but he's probably like possibly could go home. Then if you said the other way, Lil Baby, I would take him over Future. I would take him over Luda.
Well, whoever wins this is going to get J. Cole.
I mean, me personally, I would say Lil Baby.
I would actually say, fuck. I would actually. Let me actually think about it. Lil Baby, when you first came out with that first album, don't know what it's called, can't remember. He was
Street gospel, I believe.
whatever. He was a fucking completely different person. He was. I don't
give
care what
you that.
anybody fucking
I
says.
give you that.
In the last 2 years or whatever it was, ever since quarantine hit, he has did a fucking 180 in everything. In everything. From his height, from his look, from his style.
Backstory: Key has actually ran a session with Lil Baby before. That's why she says the height thing.
He was as tall as me. I am 5'1". Now he's saying he's 5'8". I don't think growth spurts don't work like that. I don't think people grow like 7-8 inches. Men, I will never see men grow 7-8 inches after 21.
How long ago was your session with him?
It was in 2019.
So in what, 3 years?
Unless when he came in here, he was 16 years old. That's the only way I can explain the height thing. I have never seen anybody over 20 shoot up 8 inches. Never. Unless he literally got his knees done. He got the white chick surgery and got the knee thing going on. Like, it's weird. Okay? I'm not saying the real Lil Baby's, not the real Lil Baby. But I'm saying that watch yourself. You're being lied to. This is like the Avril Lavigne kind of thing. Just saying. I don't know what the real one is at, but he's not what you're seeing. If I disappear, blame Lil Baby. blame his whole team. This is why.
Who you picking?
If I'm going strictly for full-on entertainment value in songs and stuff that can probably sing along or rap along to, I'm gonna have to pick Andre.
It's on you, Dre. Do the right thing.
I don't know I'm gonna do the right thing, but
I feel like you're not gonna do the right thing.
I don't know.
But I won't be disappointed. But it's just the fact that I'm actually only disappointed because you ranked them up like this. You tied them up like that.
Listen.
I mean, it's because I know it's not completely your fault. Okay. No, there's doing of other people, but he shouldn't have been. Let's see.
He's 15.
Actually, no. It's Andre is a little bit. The thing is, I understand how you did the ranking.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely Lil Baby is supposed to be that low.
He shouldn't be that high.
Andre 3000?
Yeah.
I think Andre should be that high, but it's unfortunate that Lil Baby's that low that they are connected.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. It just... Because Lil Baby's technically newer in the game. Andre been a while for a minute. So he has definitely more of an impact. And people going to say him a lot more than they're gonna say Lil Baby.
See, me,
because Lil Baby is just is young. People are the younger ones are saying Lil Baby. I don't think the young ones are saying Andre.
Plus, he don't have a solo album outright either, so it's not like if they want to go and just hear him, they have anything to go to specifically, except they want to just go to Love Below half of the Speaker Box Love Below album. Then
and that's what they do though. They do that, but then I don't think you just put every other Outkast song with it. You got Bombs Over Baghdad. You have Rosa Parks. You have June and your cousin too.
Elevators.
Elevators. There we go. You got the times where he did songs with like Goody Mob. You think of all the features that he's done.
Get Up, Get Out.
You do. You think of all the songs that he's been on with other like major ATL artists of that time. It's a different time. Those artists were different.
And the recent features he's done too.
I haven't actually really heard anything new from him.
Not new, but over time in the 2000s, they were
Gotcha.
afterwards, the features he's done. He's pretty much bodied all of them.
Yeah, he does. He just does dope shit. And Lil Baby, he getting
Now he doesn't miss either.
Yeah.
That shit's weird.
It's weird.
Every time you hear this dude, he don't miss.
He's 8 inches taller.
Only thing he may, well, then again, he might already have it with one of his tracks. Has he had a deniable number one
album?
track?
Who? Lil Baby?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit.
Okay.
Because every time I turn on the radio, it's fucking Dua Lipa or Ed Sheeran. Just like, this is why I don't listen to the fucking radio. Or something from TikTok.
Alright. I might have to just flip a coin on this one. I don't have a coin, but I'm gonna flip an imaginary coin somehow.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be preference with that. You get the longevity with Andre, but you get the newness and the elevation with Lil Baby.
My preference is 3000, but I can't deny what Lil Baby has done.
Exactly.
5-hour trip. Random. Not songs you like, but random.
Random songs.
I'm picking 3000.
Yeah, I'll have to pick 3000 too.
Wow, well, that's the shit.
Because they're gonna be. I mean, even though Lil Baby has gotten better, I feel like there's still gonna be a lot of repetitiveness.
Yes. Some of that shit I'm turning the fuck off. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah. Okay.
And he falls into that 16 bar fucking chorus kind of situation. It's like a whole fucking verse for a chorus.
Yeah.
Wow. Y'all just eliminated Lil Baby.
Hey, man.
I can understand it though. I think if you had this same conversation this time next year, I think Lil Baby would go from 15 possibly all the way up to like 8 where Gucci is. I think that's the type of
easily.
I
Easily.
think that's how he's rising.
Let's hope with his next project he can stay on that trajectory, because this next project for him is gonna be big for sure. He gotta deliver.
I think all of these lists will look different a year from now.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
All right, so we're going down. So is Wayne against Rick Ross. Wayne wins. And then it's Jeezy against T.I. I am.
Tip.
They're gonna have to tip.
I go to Tip.
Oh, Jeezy. Stand ovation. Gotta sit down, player.
Okay, and then with Luda against Future.
It's
That's tough.
I'm gonna go Luda.
I think
if
Luda's-
I'm going over the 5-hour drive thing.
yeah.
I'm picking Luda.
Now, I would rather listen to Future like if I'm, I don't know, working out.
As great as Future is, I'm picking Ludacris.
And I do like him better than Luda, but I think rap wise, I think Luda is better.
J. Cole versus Andre 3000.
See, that's what I didn't want.
Andre 3000.
I don't care.
You really want Lil Baby to go against J. Cole, didn't you?
Yeah, because I wanted
And
to
Lil Baby want to get J. Cole, I would say Lil Baby.
Yeah,
I mean, J. Cole's gonna lose anyway. Personally, to me.
J. Cole's out of there, man.
y'all pick 3000 over
I pick 3000 over
Fuck
Cole. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
over J. Cole. What? Damn, I need to
Fuck
listen
yeah.
to it. Well, I go with 3000.
Yeah, that's no question right there for me.
Like, I get so fucking bored with those first couple of albums from fucking J. Cole. It's like, damn, this feels like a school assignment.
I mean, the stuff he say actually is hot. It's
I
just
get it, but it's
spit that shit out. It's just like he holds on to it. And it's just like
yeah, and then the
draws it
beats
out
don't
so
help. The beats
slow.
don't help. So if you have like mediocre beats over okay lyrics, it just things fucking cancel out. You don't want to listen to the whole product.
Yeah.
You give a product with A+ production, A+ beat, and even D lyrics, you gonna listen to it first.
That's why, to everybody talking smack about why I had Ludacris over J. Cole, that's why. Get over it. Make your own list if you're mad about it, for real. Luda had very dope beats, and he had great bars too.
So now it goes to Lil Wayne and T.I.
Yeah.
I would have to go out the.
It's unanimous. I mean, There's no way.
I would have to go with Lil Wayne.
Yeah, me too.
And like, you have to. Even though I like Tip, but it's just like, I'm sorry, Tip.
So what are we down to? 3,000 versus who?
Ludacris.
3,000 Luda.
5-hour drive.
Shit.
Oh wow.
Now and then this is thing is too, with this 5-hour drive, you're completely sober. Because you feel like you have to be in a certain state with each of these artists sometimes. Like I feel like you don't have to be like high like off of like weed or anything, but you have to be in another
State of mind
for Andre 3000 where you just can't be doing anything fucking else. To me, even though if you're putting all the Outcast stuff on there too, it's just like, oh, okay, there's some bops on there that can distract you, but
I'm picking Luda. I'm not saying he's better than 3000, but I'd rather take them both their careers in stride. They both ruled the South at one point. They both had a big impact on the South.
yeah. So I'm gonna go with Luda.
I'm picking Luda, so 3000 is out of there. That might be an upset to some people, but it's not to us. If you're mad about it, make your own bracket. All right, so we agree Lil Wayne wins?
Yep.
Yeah, the South, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right, Region S, Lil Wayne wins. Now let's round out Region N, and we can wrap up the show. Kanye West versus Black Thought.
Kanye.
Yep, we all
Yay.
agree Ye West. Yep.
We have.
Royce the 5'9" versus Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe.
Because I don't.
All right, Royce, boom yourself out of there. 21 versus Chief Keef.
Chief Keef.
21.
Sosa. I actually like his recent album that he put out too.
Who? 21?
Nah, Chief Keef's.
Oh. So you keep one?
Phoneme, something, that's what it's called. Cassidy versus Eminem.
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 All right, Marshall, you advance to the next round. All right, fuck, want to close this out too?
Yep. Yay versus Lupe? Yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
No
it's like, come on, just like, even all the nonsense Kanye does, you have to, like, come on.
There's no way.
There's no way. There's just no way.
Chief Keef versus Chief Keef versus Eminem.
Come on now.
Sorry, Sosa. All right, what we've all been waiting for: Kanye versus Eminem.
Kanye.
Yay.
All right, Marshall, go sit yourself
As
down.
surprisingly, I thought it would be a struggle, but
Yeah,
honestly, if you really think about it, it's not a struggle.
Close. It's not even close, really.
It's not really close.
Nah, project but not.
All your Eminem stands. Look,
I mean, it's like nothing against Eminem, but it's just not close.
Yeah, you got certain artists that are just like transcendent, where it's just, it has to be like what it's about to be, like that Final Four, for it to be a conversation, I think.
yeah. So
Yeah, Kanye West, it feel like he's always had growth. Eminem, he just always feel like he's always been good
Yeah,
or good enough.
that's a good way to put
I
it.
feel like Eminem's career has always been on a slow decline. If you look at it in a certain way.
Like it just, his career went really like, and he just stayed and it's slowly going like this, right?
You would say at some other moments he had some little spikes back up, but Eminem's career has pretty much been a slow decline after he put out his first album.
Yeah. So
Stan makes his whole fucking career.
And Encore is a meh, in my opinion.
What was the encore again? Was that
Mockingbird. Smack That might have been on there, or just that might have been a loose single.
so we.
Oh, is it Smack That? Shake That Ass for me.
Shake.
That.
No, Shake That. Smack That is the Akon song.
Oh, Smack That is an Akon song with Eminem on it.
Oh, damn. Wow, I forgot about that.
Smack That all on
That's
the floor.
but
Smack
Encore
that.
was like Superman, Mockingbird,
Be a Superman.
Toy Soldiers might have been on there as well.
We won't say best anything that Eminem was on though was that D12 album.
So Wayne versus Kanye.
Wayne versus Kanye.
We gonna come back to that one next time. Or do y'all want to do it now?
We gotta finish up the.
We had the other
East
one, right?
Coast,
Y'all just want to draft these shits up then? Let's go back to the other one. Let's go back to the other one. Let's wrap it up then.
Wasn't this one a little bit harder? Yeah, because y'all still didn't pick between Nas.
And then now DMX and Drake, that still wasn't chosen.
Yeah, for y'all too. Yeah. I said DMX.
If I'm needing a verse on something to sell albums, I'm choosing Drake.
Only now because of the generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would have to pick Drake.
Yeah, that's why I say it's tough, because...
I mean, but it's depending on what kind of song it is. It's going back, most likely be a fucking love song that you have to do with Drake.
Because DMX was the call for you needed something for the streets.
Yeah.
And you needed something to pop, because even though he was a street rapper, he was very popular.
Yeah, like if you're gonna get a verse from DMX, it's gonna be on some like he 24 Hours to Live type of joint. It's gonna be one of the greatest songs out there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Classic record for sure.
That beat was fucking nuts. One of my favorite beats. So it's like it's gonna be situational, very situational for DMX. DMX, you ain't gonna drop DMX on a love track.
Yeah,
it's weird. Like, Nelly and DMX are doing the song together.
Oh gosh.
So you said DMX.
I would have to if I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna get their best verse. I'm gonna get DMX's best verse versus the Drake best verse.
Yeah, because Drake does sometimes phone it in a little bit.
I'm gonna go with DMX.
Oh shit. Well.
Which is crazy to say, because I think we all agree if we needed a feature on a song, probably Drake would probably be the one that would.
Like, if you're gonna make money, you're gonna pick Drake. But if you're gonna make memories, you're gonna have DMX. Because he will do something for him to be on your track. He will actually think it's good enough. Drake is gonna be on your track if you got the money.
All right, well,
that's how I feel. Wow. That what DMX used to give off to me. DMX is gonna be like, yo, listen, I'm not gonna get on the track because I don't feel the track. Drake gonna be like, where my check at? I'm gonna take a 15 out and you're out for some drinks. Yeah, he gonna do that fucking kind of shit. That's weird.
All right, DMX wins. Going to the final four of this section.
So who's it?
It's Nas versus DMX.
DMX.
Yes, Nas, you have to have a moment of silence for this one. Jay-Z versus 50 Cent.
I like 50 music better, but
this is going to who's going to deliver their best verse?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But I respect 50 a lot, though.
Oh, for sure.
I really like 50.
I wouldn't say 50 would phone it in, but sometimes certain songs 50 just don't fit on.
Yeah.
Because of his voice.
Yeah. Jay-Z versus DMX.
That's actually funny.
I'll agree. This one is going to be a tougher one.
This was even a debate when they were both out at the same time.
Jay-Z just talked about this.
They both battled. There wasn't any footage of DMX's part, but they both did battle.
DMX won.
Oh shit!
Like, he had to, because I feel like DMX, he'll go straight into a battle rap situation before Jay-Z would.
Yeah, but I will say people like to sleep on Jay-Z's battling ability.
I agree, but
I understand your point.
Yeah, I'll still pick DMX. Yeah, I'll pick DMX.
Damn. Who you got, sir?
So I was just looking something up. That's tough. I like Jay-Z better, but it's tough. I like both of them. That shit tough, man. Damn. That shit tough. I can't believe I'm saying this, but probably DMX.
Damn, Jay-Z
Probably DMX.
is eliminated.
And I know DMX. It's just that. It's just who he is. People probably be like, "You're crazy," but
Jay-Z has been
But
eliminated.
like I feel like if you brought like if DMX was still living and you had a song that DMX actually like, I feel like DMX is gonna fucking deliver so fucking hard.
Yo, I forgot DMX passed.
I know, cause it's crazy.
It does. That didn't even seem real for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, like
That's crazy. I forgot he just passed.
yeah, I probably go with DMX. That's crazy.
DMX is in the final 4.
longest podcast ever. FYI. I don't think you meant for this to be this long, huh?
Nah.
It's supposed to be. I said I was going to get sloppy joes. There's no way I'm making it to get sloppy joes. I'm going to sleep hungry tonight.
So what's the final 4?
Tupac, DMX
Tupac, DMX.
versus DMX.
Tupac, DMX.
And we have
that's
Kanye
easy, so.
versus Lil Wayne.
Well, for me, are we gonna do this now? We can do it now.
That's on
Because I
y'all.
mean, I do it now.
All right.
DMX and Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
DMX.
DMX wins the East and West region. All right. DMX wins this side 1. This is getting interesting.
If you think about it, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But it has to be because the way you line them up, it has to be true.
Yeah.
Because you line them up that way.
Yeah.
Kanye versus Lil Wayne.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, we gonna do a 1, 2? You got it in your head?
I mean, I think. Well,
Because we can do a 1, 2, 3. I think I got mine. I got mine in my head. We can do a 1, 2, 3. For me and you. Yeah, so we do it after 3. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay.
all right.
1, 2, 3. Yay.
Who you say?
Wayne.
You said Kanye?
I said yay. I knew he was gonna say Wayne.
The only reason why, I feel like the only reason why it's even a debate is because if you think about
They both are the reason artists sound like they sound today.
yeah, and I think if you think about like Carter 5, Carter 4, I think the way music has started to change, the way Carter 5 was dropped, and with Carter 4, we judge and we don't really like Carter 4 and Carter 5 like we would have liked it 10, 12 years ago because of how music sound now.
Oh, definitely.
But
If he shouldn't, to me, if that was the case, he should have dropped those 2 albums. He should have stayed on features.
yeah, but you know,
After 4, I actually like 4 a lot.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, I still stand by what I said. I couldn't live without both of those albums. And him just alone on just features alone, then it'd be like, who's the best? If it goes down to who's gonna deliver the best verse.
Shit, that's a tough pick between these 2 motherfuckers.
yeah.
And then what's the topic of that song?
Because you don't know what Kanye you going to get. Or Wayne. That's the problem with
The
these 2
thing about
niggas.
it is either whatever version you get of them, I think it's gonna be good though.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No.
You think
No,
No,
I
Kanye-
definitely.
who's gonna have the worst or who's gonna have the lowest of the lows?
It all depends, man.
It's gonna be a flip flop with each of them.
Yo.
Because if I'm gonna get a club song, I'm gonna get crunk. I'm putting Lil Wayne on the track. I'm not gonna put no fucking Ye on the track.
So
But if I'm going to go on some sentimental shit, like something like that rise your chakras, I'm gonna get Ye on the track. Cause I feel like Wayne, if he gonna get into that weird higher element, it's not gonna be as authentic as you would want it to be.
I think it has to be Wayne.
I think it has to be Ye. Because Ye actually, what he did, for me, for a lot of people actually, he proved that you can be on literally both sides.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
you ain't have to be a gangster to be a great artist.
Like, not even that. You can be behind the
produce-
board
yeah.
and you can be
That
in
too,
front of the
yeah.
mic.
He was one of the greatest, but he also, just for personality wise, you ain't have to be a gangster anymore to be an artist
Yeah.
and be
Google
successful.
Yeah, you just have to have a deep enough story and just know how to
Kanye.
just make it theatrical or make it manifest itself.
You can be yourself and make a record and be successful. He birthed pretty much that, because everyone before that, even though Ye might still actually be really a character, but you can tell every now and then his authentic self peeks out every now and then because how crazy he acts sometimes.
Yeah.
Or just how unapologetic he is. So, and he was the one, pink polo and a backpack. What a freaking, he ran around with a sad bear. A sad mascot. That, no one's ever done nothing like that before.
The story just dropping that first single through the wire, recording it right after that car accident, jaw shown shut, just doing just that alone. Like, it just like.
So who had the better album between the two?
First or what? You mean
just the best album? It doesn't matter first.
I'm picking Kanye.
The better album.
Yeah.
Better than what Carter? What 3 or 2 and 3?
I mean, the only one that I feel like he can go
Yeah.
against is Carter 2. Carter 2, I feel like Carter 2 is Wayne's best album. And just to go against Kanye's best album.
Which is what I like.
You can pick a few.
It was a Graduation.
Graduation was. Wait, okay, so it goes Graduation. No, College Dropout, Graduation.
No.
Wait.
College Dropout, Late Registration.
Okay, yeah.
Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Yeezus, Life of Pablo. Well, before Life of Pablo, Watch the Throne, the collab album with Jay-Z. Then Life of Pablo. Then Ye.
Not even listening to the last. I stopped after Graduation.
Okay.
Just based off of those 3 alone, right? We're at 3. Oh no, I lied. I got 808 and Heartbreak. I didn't care for it. Was it my
He
favorite?
birthed. He was a part of birthing that new genre.
Yeah, I mean, I
The
got
Weekends, the Drakes, and
I just feel like if they would have fixed his tuning on a lot of his songs, then I probably would have enjoyed it more. Because that fucking auto-tune was going stupid. So, just for all the way even throwing 808 and Heartbreaks in there. All 4 of those albums, 5 of those albums, whatever it is, are better than the Carter 2.
Do you think whose peak was higher?
Yays.
Like at their absolute
Yays.
best?
Ye's was higher.
Yays. His got so high on Graduation was stupid.
Even though Wayne rapped a whole lot more.
So you think Ye had a better moment than Wayne had with like Carter 3?
Yes.
This was a big.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm a-
he started a war with 50 and won to me.
Yeah,
Well, he won. No, he just won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He just won.
He killed gangster rap for a while.
He's the one that said, you know what? Yeah, like he said earlier, you don't have to be fucking hard. You can just rap about life.
Yeah, he killed gangster rap for a while.
So then, are you picking Kanye?
As much as I like Wayne stuff, a lot of times when I'm hearing Wayne in retrospect nowadays, I feel like he sometimes just raps about a whole lot of bullshit. Not saying it ain't dope, but when I hear Wayne and just going back through listening to some of his recent stuff, it just sounds like a whole lot of fucking words coming together in sentences. That's the only thing I don't like about Wayne, man. As great as he was and all he did, sometimes he just raps about a whole lot of nothing sometimes, and that gets on my fucking nerves.
I just thinking about it just now. Sorry to go off path. How did MC Light get on this list and Cardi B didn't?
She got kicked out.
Like, how? I don't understand why MC Light is not even Queen Latifah not even on this fucking list.
She got kicked out too.
I can't believe that shit, bruh. You picked the most whack women on here. I want a retrial. I'm not gonna make my own list. That's too much work.
I would have put Cardi B on the list, but the people I was doing the thing with, they didn't. Like I said, man, hey, get mad when we get on with.
Maybe 8 women, eight female artists.
Wait, So
Foxy Brown got kicked out too.
You could do Nicki, Meg, Cardi,
Nicki got kicked out as well.
Foxy.
She got kicked out.
You
Yeah.
could do 8, possibly even 16, maybe.
can you do 16 women?
It gets hard after like a good 10.
Yeah.
Because now, you'd be like Meg,
So by
Cardi.
the way, Kanye's winning.
Kanye won.
Kanye's winning. Kanye's winning. Because even though Ye can put out some shitty shit, I can at least understand sometimes some of that shitty shit he's saying. When Wayne puts out something shitty, I can't understand some of that shit. Even when it's not shit, I can't understand some of that shit he be saying, man. Cause all that I don't
Right. Like, yeah, fucking quit like, why you fucking mumbling like that, bro?
Yeah, he does do that from time to time. So we have a finals matchup of DMX and Kanye West.
That is the craziest shit.
It's your fault.
What you mean it's my
It's your fault.
Why is it my fault?
Because it's wild.
That's the point of these lists, man.
It's so wild.
Because if you ask me, I guess we are answering that question. DMX and Kanye.
If I'm going to listen to the first 3 albums of Kanye's, which are great. College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation. Because that's before, that was the theme albums.
I like Kanye's first 3 albums better than DMX's first 3 albums. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Like Kanye West first 3 albums better?
Yes. It's for me, DMX's after his first album, his other 2 get hard to listen to for me. Not saying they're whack. They just get hard to listen to a little bit for me because I never got to. I love Slippin' though. My favorite DMX track of all time is Slippin', but I never really listened to the album that much.
For my dogs.
First album, great. I'll run his first album all day. Second and third one, I'm not trying to play that shit.
Wow. This talking hell is hot.
I remember hearing the Good Girls Bad Guys joint on the movie soundtrack. That was a fire joint. Of course, What These Bitches Want. I don't even know. That was on there, right?
Yeah, that's on.
Yeah, of course, Fire.
I like DMX better.
I'm gonna have to go with DMX.
DMX wins. DMX is the greatest rapper of all time.
According to Dre's little lineup.
According to this list, DMX is the greatest rapper of all time, people.
This is for my dogs. This is for my dogs. This is for my dogs.
You chose DMX.
I chose Ye.
You chose DMX.
Me and you chose DMX.
Y'all chose DMX. I chose Ye. Yeah.
No.
I chose Ye. Y'all chose DMX. So he won.
I didn't choose DMX.
Who did you? Oh, I thought you did. Oh, okay.
No.
Oh,
What?
Oh, I thought. Okay. All right.
I think I might choose Ye.
Curveball. Okay. All right. Explain.
Give me a second. Hold on. I was over here going through. Oh my God.
Because I do not.
DMX almost you almost made it, man.
Because I do not run
Because
DMX.
if he's going back, then he's gonna pick Ye.
Because I don't run DMX first 3 albums at all. I only listen to the first one on repeat anyway.
Nah, fuck that. It's DMX. I'm tripping.
Hey.
Oh, whew, that was a close one, DMX. I got you, bro. Get at me, dog.
It's X. For real, it's X. I definitely listen to X over Kanye. Wow.
DMX is the greatest rapper of all time, everybody.
My friend Vernon, he would be so proud. He's a true DMX stan. I know it hurt him when he died.
DMX is the greatest rapper
Of all time.
According to this list.
According to this list, DMX is the greatest rapper of all time.
You know, if you really tweak 1 or 2 names, this whole thing is shit got.
Yeah, so changed, so hard.
Of course, man. That's
So
the beauty.
hard.
That's the beauty of the list, though, man. That's the beauty of these lists.
And actually, if you tweak 1 or 2 names and then move a column to a different area, because I would have said the matchup would have been.
I honestly thought that finals matchup was going to be either Jay-Z and Wayne or Drake and Wayne.
I was gonna say Ye and 3000.
Yeah, in 3000.
No.
I said that's why I said you have to move a whole fucking column.
Yeah, him.
And then how did you? I guess it would come down to how did you rank your ones? Did you hold like? Was Wayne's one higher than this one, or was Jay-Z's one? Because then
It was just the
Just
region.
one.
It was just the region they were in.
Because, you know, like, in the NCAA tournament, which is how you formatted it, right? They had, like, Gonzaga would have been number 1 over anybody, right? until they lost. So their one kind of held a little bit more weight than the other ones. But I mean, I'm cool with X though. I mean,
That's crazy.
whoever would have thought.
I mean, it's not like it's
we didn't choose like a bum or anything.
Yeah, it's not like.
And then we did end up with, I think, I would almost say it's the greatest 4 rappers, wasn't it?
It was Ye. Nah, Jay didn't make it to the. Hold on.
Yeah, Jay.
Jay didn't make it to the final round.
Who was the final 4?
It was Ye, Wayne,
Okay.
DMX, Tupac.
I mean, if you told me it was the greatest 4 rappers of all time, I'd be okay with it. I just don't agree that Biggie and Tupac are like unanimous 1 and 2 though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like people talk, if you can't tell people like that conversation we had about like the whole. You know, it's unfortunate that they died early. Their catalog isn't complete. You can't have that conversation with a lot of Tupac and Biggie fans.
Yeah, the fact that they couldn't say, "Yo, we're retiring from music. This is what y'all getting. This is it." It changes a lot. It changes the perspective. They probably have 8, 9 more albums due, easily. They could have made certain artists. Certain artists probably wouldn't ever be around.
Cause like
they could have blacklisted people.
I can see why a Tupac fan would want to argue, but a Biggie fan,
He doesn't have enough.
What?
You're going off of fucking 2.5 albums, yo.
Yeah, what? His top
Maybe
5 songs or what?
And the half is what? No way. And half I'm referring to is No Way Out, right? Or no, that's what.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's it.
No Way Out is half of Biggie samples.
Yeah, technically, half of Biggie's, half of Jadakiss. So, if you want to get technical about it.
Not gonna say you're wrong there.
So.
Wow.
Because Jadakiss did say he wrote for Puff. I mean, I heard that recently, so yeah. DMX is the greatest rapper of all time, people. Okay.
Now, do you agree with that?
No. Sorry, but no. I do not. But that's not. I made it was part of the list. I'm supposed to be biased about it.
Yeah. It just, I mean, honestly, yeah.
Don't bother me.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm just glad I got a lot of my points out today about certain people, even the people that weren't even on the list.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you watching and listening and hearing this in the morning, noon, and night, and whenever you are attending to our show. We appreciate you all. My name is Dre. This is the 2.5 LLCs podcast. We got Antwon and Kia here with us. Their information will be around our faces and in the description. You want to follow us, see what we're doing, see what's going on with the show and other things in life. But just remember, if you don't like the list, make your own list, because it's not about you, it's not about us, it's about the list and who won. DMX.
And who is here to vote on the list.
Exactly.
If it wasn't me, and it was somebody else, it would have turned out differently.
Exactly.
I'm guaranteed it would. If I was not here, it would turn out completely differently.
Exactly.
DMX would not have won.
Most likely would have not. Correct.
DMX would have won. Honestly, if you redid the list with your 2 original boys, it'd be a completely different outcome.
I definitely think Lil Wayne would have been in there with the other 2.
Maybe. We might redo it again one day, just to see what happens, who wins next time.
I think the South is gonna look completely different. NBA YoungBoy has to be on there.
Oh no, you talking about redoing the complete list?
Yeah.
Not going by these brackets.
Okay.
Yeah.
We might actually do this next year.
Yeah.
We might do this next
NBA
year.
YoungBoy has to be on there.
I heard one NBA YoungBoy song.
Yeah. I just think as far as
notoriety or
everything.
Like,
Yeah,
what he's doing for the young culture.
Yeah, I think he would have to be on there.
I had him voted to go in there, but they was like, nope. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
I mean, next year, I think Nicki and Cardi will be able to be on there.
Mm-hmm. I think
I don't fucking see how.
Niggas will have to be on there.
They all got voted off and kicked out this year.
Just crazy that now I'm thinking about MC Light. Who the fuck was she up against that she got put on there? Like
when we was picking a pool, that's
MC Light.
Hey. Well, yeah. This is
what other kind of list can we make?
Which you want to do the R&B list?
R&B would be dope.
What? R. Kelly will win.
Yeah. Well, all right.
That was it.
All right. R. Kelly wants R&B
just
list.
artists in general.
R. Kelly still will win.
You think so? Even if you
like,
I guess you want to bring Michael Jackson and everybody, just do
Michael Jackson, Prince, R. Kelly still wins.
R. Kelly still wins.
Shit.
Probably.
Only reason I'll agree.
Michael Jackson will be a very hard number 2.
Only reason I'll agree because I wasn't messing with MJ's music like that. I picked Prince over MJ personally, but I understand why he is as great as people say he is. I just didn't grow up listening to either of them, so I had to listen to them.
What they say.
So I had to listen on my own time.
That shit, like if you, and I'm saying this as an artist, if I'm going entertainer, like straight up entertainment, full on package, then I would say MJ.
Oh yeah, easy.
Then I would say Missy Elliott second.
Where's Prince fall on your list?
Like 3rd or 4th.
Okay.
Ahead of Beyonce?
Of course.
Yeah.
She does not, because you throw in all her acting in there.
Oh, gosh.
And I just, oh God, I had to stop myself from the other thing I was gonna say. Just, Beyonce can't really sing that well. She can. Does she have fucking bops? Absolutely. Does she have songs that fit her voice really well? Then and then some others just feel like fucking yelling. Demi Lovato is the same way. There's some stuff that Demi Lovato sounds amazing on. There's something you feel like she's just fucking screaming. It's like they're just screaming all the time. They're like the singing Meek Mills.
Oh gosh.
And Tyler Qualies and those kind of people. It just like I get it. It just sometimes you just don't have to go that hard. I think when Beyonce's trying to be a little bit more sexy, that's when she sounds the best. But when like Crazy in Love, like that first fucking album, people don't always fall back on that album to me. They don't say like, cause it's so chaotic. Beyonce feels so chaotic at sometimes.
Oh shit! Will Smith and Chris Rock was fighting at the Oscars.
Oh gosh.
Oh, was something he said about Jada?